mm, mm, mm. Uh, 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 uh. Can't be ashy, man. You know what I'm talking about? Uh-uh. Can't be ashy. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I want to talk some VA stuff, though. I want to talk about some VA stuff. Because we got some VA information we can talk about today, too. Uh, I want to talk about their Squares program that they released a year ago. I really don't think that's a good. I mean, like I said, I just feel like we should get into certain things and just discuss certain things when it comes to just because it's so much going on nowadays. You have to make sure you're keeping up with what's going on with the VA. For my vets, at least, y'all need to be keeping up with what's going on with the VA. You know what I'm talking about? So that's that. What is this? Union? Why is this on Union? Hell, let's see. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. But yeah, nah, freaking where is it at? The VA has this thing called Squares. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. Oh yeah, there's a lot of scams out there, by the way, bro. I be running into so many scams. They don't make no sense. Let's see, 20 February. But then we gotta go change that. Big drip right there. Mm-mm-mm. So, on the 27th of this month, we supposed to see a 2.8 increase. That's what they're saying for veterans out there. We supposed to be receiving a 2.8 increase. What's up, my guy? Yeah, they said we supposed to be receiving a 2.8 increase though. I don't know. You know, another thing too, when I made that video talking about like people not being able to like catch my live streams, people be telling me like somebody commented it was like they never ever see me live. So it makes me wonder, is all the people YouTube giving me, are they all just psyops? Like, are there just all people that like literally are being programmed to give me, and my actual audience never gets to see my live? And then it's the illusion that I'm talking to my audience, but I'm talking to psyops only. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what's going on? I'd be very curious, bro. Cause like when I ended the live, it said I had 1,000 people that were watching. 8,000. But when we were in here actively, there were only like 10 people max. So it's like, I'm not fucking stupid. I get the notification from Discord personally. Mm. Shit is weird, bro. All this damn shadow banning going on, bro. And I don't have a strong enough support audience. I don't have a strong enough core fan base for the shadow ban, bro. I don't. Mm-mm. Fuck it. We just go live and chop it up. You know, like ain't really much I can do. I think I'm gonna just stop doing all the. I'm about to stop making the shorts and skits. That shit takes way too much energy, and I'm just gonna go live and post clips from this live until they start fucking paying me. Cause fuck no. I'm not putting in all that effort for motherfuckers not to pay me, bro. You said some stuff that was too real for them. That's why. Yeah, probably. What is this channel about? Actually, you should go to my channel and look through it, sir. There's no paid subscription that stops you from looking at the channel. And make sure y'all get the live stream a thumbs up while y'all in here, man. I know I don't got a fat ass and some titties, but come on, show some love. But nah, they said we're supposed to get a 2.8 increase in payment in COLA. It went into effect January 1st. Payment's gonna hit around February 27th of this month. So this upcoming paycheck is where vets gonna see that 2.8. It says 2.8 COLA increase though. They increased the home care support. They raised the expenditure cap for in-home and community-based services for veterans with complex, specialized, or chronic conditions such as spinal cord injuries and ALS to 100% of the cost of the care if a VA community living center, up from 65%. So I'm things like ramps and modifications need to be done to someone's home so that is more accessible to the veteran dealing with the injuries that they have. Normally the VA would cover 65%. Now they're covering 100% of the cost. That's amazing. Not gonna lie, that's amazing. That's amazing. The VA is covering 100% of the cost now. Damn. That's really good. That's good information. I believe that when I see it, we veterans need more than that. They have never treated us well. What do you feel as though veterans need that they're not getting? And I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to hear your take on it. Like, and that's for anybody else in the chat. What do y'all feel as though veterans need that they don't have? Generally, I think that veterans, you know, when it comes to the homelessness and mental health crisis, those are my two pillars right there. The homelessness, mental health crisis, and people's claim process. Yeah, those are my three pillars. How long it takes somebody's claim to be processed, homelessness, and mental health. I'm guessing you're a veteran yourself. Yes. Yes, sir. There's my promotion warrant to sergeant right there. Yes, sir. That's my promotion warrant right there to sergeant. To all who shall see these present greetings. Another thing, I asked you guys a question, but y'all ain't answer the fucking question. Are y'all gonna answer the question I asked y'all? I asked y'all a question. I said, what do y'all feel as though veterans need that they don't get? What's up? I need, what's up? What's up? I need answers. I rebuke that weirdo. The question is, what do y'all feel veterans need that they are not receiving? What do y'all feel veterans need that they are not receiving? Better health care, physical and mental. That's crazy. Most be a great honor. I type slow. We need THC scripts from the VA. Okay, so we got better health care, physical and mental, and we got THC scripts. Okay. THC scripts, truthfully, when it comes to integrating THC into anything, until it gets approved on a federal level, it just won't happen. It just won't happen. for veterans. It just won't. And I genuinely, like, you would have to think, like, wouldn't that knock out a lot of medical companies? You know, wouldn't that lock out a lot of medical company? Like, a lot of medical companies will get knocked out. Because I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I can imagine a lot of medical companies make a lot of money through veterans. You say that's what I need. Obviously, therapy. Now, when we say therapy, what kind of therapy are we talking about? What kind of therapy? Because we just say therapy, but it has to get deeper than that. And big booty Latinas. Wheeling. Listen, if that's what you need to better your mental, hey, shoot for the stars, brother. But I don't think the government gonna support you on that one. Silicone treatment. Well, no. It says silicone. What? How you say that? I feel like you put that just to make me have struggle reading that, because I have never seen that word in my life. That's the only reason why I can't pronounce it. Psilocybin? That's how you say it? Psilocybin? I don't know. Can't throw drugs to the problem, need therapy. 100%. Oh hell yeah, Latinas. It's heartbreaking to see all homeless people, but especially veterans to me, because of what they have done for all of us. Man can dream. Yeah, yes he can. Brown, no, that cannot be legal. When I say there's a lot of homeless vets, and hear me out. Most people, like, and there's a huge, I feel like there's a huge disconnect in the veteran community, right? You have two sides of, well, I feel like you have three groups, right? You have three groups of veterans, right? You have the veterans who got out with a rock solid plan that went exactly the way they wanted it to go. And mind you, it didn't even have to be a rock solid plan. I ain't even gonna say rock solid, because it's not about how well you plan. It's about when you got out and just random factors, right? If you a veteran who got out and everything went exactly the way you wanted to go, you're in that group, right? And then when you have those veterans who got out with a lot of mental issues, you have that group, right? And then you have those veterans who just don't give a fuck about anything or anybody. Those are your three groups of veterans right there. Actually, you got a fourth group. You have the group that dedicates their time to helping veterans. Those are your four groups, right? You got your advocates, you got your disgruntled veterans, the one that don't care. You got the vets dealing with mental and medical issues that normally end up being homeless. And then you have the vets who had everything go the way they wanted to go. Oh, and you have a fifth one. You have vet bros. Vet bros. Vet bros. Okay? Let's write this down so I don't forget. Hold up. I need to write this down so we don't forget. We're gonna create these categories right now. We're gonna create these categories right now. Actually, I don't know. I might forget. Fuck it. I can watch this video back. But that's the 5 categories right there. You look annoying. Actually, I'm amazing to be around, brother. Let's see. Basically, the out process when you leave active duty and enter the VA needs to be much smoother process, especially to alleviate homelessness and prevent MH for all vets, regardless of service era. I was thinking about something while I was reading that. I definitely think that there is something needed to be done when it comes to the out processing. I believe that the TRS process is broken. That's at least what it's called for us in the Marine Corps. It's called Transitional Ready Seminar. And it's pretty broken. It's pretty broken, and I'll say, it's truthfully, it's not even really a lot about the information that's being given. It's about the mental state of the person when they're getting out. You know what I'm saying? The mental state of the individual getting out set is everything. If you are not in a good mental headspace, I don't care what your plan is, how much money you have, what benefits you got. It's gonna be it's gonna be hell on earth. It's gonna be hell on earth because you're gonna be that mental battle could either put you in legal troubles, isolation, or homeless. And see, that's when the category with people dealing with mental and medical issues, they branch off into 3 other categories. You see what I'm saying? So now you have to be like, okay, what are we doing to mentally prepare people to process out? Do anybody know anything that's being done to make sure the active duty service member who's transitioning out where their mental state is currently? Do anybody know of any systems, any programs? Why you stop talking about Latinas? Bro vets be wildin'. Yes, they do. They are the biggest threat to the community. I went through a bro vet stage for a little bit. Looking back, I was insufferable as fuck. Hey, listen, man. Look, it's good that you recognize that. That takes a lot of self-awareness, bro. And the fact that you recognize that and you came over to the other side and now you a moderator for me, somebody who's one of the biggest advocates for veterans, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you coming back, brother. Definitely broken, yes. I think veterans shouldn't have to worry about the day after vote Sanders. I've been through war. It's a miracle that some vets can talk after the fact. That's very true. I've definitely talked to some vets, some combat vets, man, and they got some spooky stories, bro. I had some legal trouble, bad relationships, lost jobs. I tell guys, go get readjustment counseling. Ooh. Readjustment counseling. Oh, see, that's what we might need. That's what we might need, bro. That's what we might need. That's what we might need, bro. We might need to implement some kind of readjustment counseling. You know what I'm saying? Like a, like I feel like you should have a virtual counselor. Mind you, I don't even know if we have access to that many counselors, right? I think there should be there has to be something, because I've never done readjustment counseling. I just feel like there's a way they could implement that. They could really implement that. I read that, seen some crazy stuff out at sea, things that fly, like it's classified. I feel like when an active duty sailor, soldier, or Marine is about to process out, needs to buddy up with an able-bodied vet of equal value that will set them up for success. It's never talked about like this. Listen, you know what's crazy? I was talking to somebody about something like this, where I was saying, like, they need to have a buddy system, like a fire team app, right? Right? There should be a fire team app that you have to download whenever you get out the military, a fire team app. And now you have veterans who care about the veteran community can now connect with everybody. Because you always see vets online on TikTok Live, and then you see vets over here doing XYZ. If we could just get an app called the Fire Team, you know what I'm saying? Fire Team, or I Got Your Six. You know what I'm saying? Like something of the sort, where literally you download the app to your phone. That's a part of the transition process of getting out the military. You have to download this app. We're not letting you out until you download this app. You see what I'm saying? Boom, you download the app, right? Now, what you need and here's another part about it. Here's another part about it, right? We can give people the opportunity to download that app and have access to those resources. But we all know whenever you get to a certain point mentally, you feel like a burden when it comes to reaching out to people. So I saw someone say in the comments like a peer-to-peer counselor. Boom. Now within the app, you also get assigned a peer counselor, a vet, just a peer. You know what I'm saying? That's it. To be checking in on you. And this is volunteer. And you know how many vets would volunteer to be a part of this program? I would volunteer. I would volunteer my time to be a part of a program like this and chop it up with some people and put them in the right headspace, make sure they're aligned and whatever the curriculum is. And I'm down. You know what I mean? I'm down. Let's see. Let's read some comments real quick. The mental health crises that that vets go through ain't no joke. Afghanistan and other shit worked a number on me. I'm sorry you had to go through that, my brother. Hey, listen, thank you for your service. Everybody in the chat. I know what it's like to see. Ooh, hey, man. Hey, listen, let's leave stuff like that out the chat. Let's not reactivate anybody's trauma or PTSD. There needs to be a wraparound service center that isn't connected to the VA. There is always red tape. Ooh. Now, you said, all right, okay, all right, I hear what you're saying, right? Something that's not connected to the VA. Now, hear me out. The only reason why I say I think it should be connected to the VA is because the information that you would then have to provide. Now we're bringing in other entities and corporations to get, because you know how we vets feel about our personal information and our documents and all these other things, you know what I'm saying? Now we're bringing in outside entities to now have access to that same information. You know what I'm saying? So you have to take that in consideration, all right? Just, you know what I'm saying? Just operational security. NAM vets helped me along the way. I ain't seen that fucking acronym in a long time. Global War on Terrorism vets have a lot in common with NAM vets. Called the Vet Center. I utilize it weekly for mental health, counseling, and therapy. Hell yeah. I agree. Vets should learn to lean on each other and know what it's like. A brotherhood. 100%. I get what you're trying to say. How you doing, Devil? Doing good. How you doing, Marky? Am I Christian? No, I wouldn't say I'm Christian. I believe in God. And Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. You know what I'm talking about? You could start the program, brother. Maybe it's part of your calling. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, I just didn't want to know. I wouldn't know where to start. I mean, yeah, I could. I just don't know where to. I don't know where to start. I'm not gonna cap. I was hoping somebody who had the resources, and I don't have the resources and connects to do something like this, and you know that's why I spoke it out loud, because I don't know who the hell to call to start some shit like this. I don't. And if I call the VA, they just gonna take the idea and bang the line on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time, let me tell you something. I put my ideas out there on the internet now because every time I try to work with people with ideas and concepts, they always steal it anyway. So it's like, you know, it's like I'd rather just be credited for saying it out loud than somebody steal it and people never knew it was my fucking concept and idea in the beginning. So that's just that, man. That I'll just, post a clip of me saying it and we'll just stamp that. Yes, I understand that sector. I am MFCT. I'm saying something that is separate. She's finally caught bro live. Is been watching you for a while. What's up with it, my guy? Welcome in. Another helpful option, buy a motorcycle and ride with other vets like what I do. Nice. Listen, riding motorcycles is definitely therapeutic. I've always wanted to ride motorcycles, but I never truly got the chance. I rode four-wheelers when I was younger, and my friend had a mini motorcycle when I was younger and we were kids. He had a mini motorcycle that he allowed me to ride a few times. Damn, bro. I missed out on a lot of shit growing up, bro. I missed out on a lot of shit growing up. Anybody else feel like they missed out on a lot of shit growing up? Yo, just passing through. I hit that like and subscribe. Appreciate you, my boy. Appreciate you. What's going on? Who's that? Elias, what's up? I've been riding since December 2018. I love it. Nice, nice. I always wanted to get a bike, man. I always wanted to get a motorcycle. Then I got stationed in California. And living in Cali scarred me. So, not much, man. Fucking, we got new updates from the VA. They doing a 2.8 COLA increase on the 27th. They have in-home care support now where they're covering 100% of the cost for modification for homes with people dealing with like spinal cord injuries and ALS. Dental care expansions. The VA initiated a request for proposals on February 10th, 2026 to revamp its community care dental network, improving access for eligible veterans to receive preventive and restorative care from private providers. I hope that means I get some braces. You know what I mean? Talking about. I feel that way. I feel like I missed out on a lot as a kid because I had strict parents. Yeah. It sucks, dude. It sucks. As a veteran, we will always be a part of the VA. The VA is a separate entity, which is a third party. The only reason I say to make a different lane is to keep it non-profit. Oh, now hear me out. When you said keep it non-profit, right? When you said keep it non-profit, we need to talk about these non-profits. That's the conversation that needs to be had. We need to talk about these non-profits. I'm doing good, Dominique, what's up? We need to talk about these non-profits, man. For real, for real. Marriage, family, and child therapists. Oh, nice. You do all, so you're certified in all of those? You're certified in marriage, family, and child therapy. Not too much, just chilling? Hell yeah. What was I talking about again before that? Yeah, these nonprofits. We need to talk about these nonprofits, bro. Like, we need to, cause hear me out. Hear me out. Let's talk about something real quick. So the report just came out. Let's pull this up, right? The VA suicide report just came out for 2023, right? Let's see, right? So in 2022, y'all listening? It's one license. Oh, nice, 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 nice. I've always thought about doing it. For real. In 2022, 6,407 veterans committed suicide. Now, if we go to 2023, what? Hold up. My bad, y'all. Can y'all still hear me? My phone tweaked out. Hold up. They tweaking on me right now. Okay, here we go. So here we go. All right, there we go. All right, blah. So, I want to get this right. In 2022, 6,442 veterans committed suicide. In 2022, 6,442, right? Remember that. 6,442. Then in 2023, the following year, 6,398 veterans committed suicide. So the suicide number only went down 44 suicides between 22 and 2023. We tracking? We only went down 44 suicides. And this is just an estimate number, right? Even still, when it comes to veteran nonprofits, as many veteran nonprofits there are, as many donations that they receive, I would think you would see a dent in that number. And the number one of the leading causes of veteran suicide is the lack of care. The lack of community care, the lack of medical care, and the lack of mental care. Now let's break it down by gender real quick. The suicide rates are the highest between the ages 18 to 34. So we know if the ages are between 18 and 34, you join the military between the ages, let's say 18 to 21, 22 on average, right? You do at least 2 contracts. I say 3 contracts, right? So we're looking at anybody who does between 1 to 3 contracts are high risk. People who normally retire from the military, not saying they are not at risk, but they are a lower risk. But we still need to pay attention to them too. 18 to 34, that's young. 34 years old is young. Because I consider the age 35 to be unk. Like, that's young. Right? 61% of veterans who died by suicide in 2023 were not receiving VA health care in the year prior to their death. Over 50% of veterans who died by suicide in 2023 were not receiving VA health care the year prior to their death. 61%. This doesn't say a lot. It doesn't say why they wasn't receiving care, because you can't just say, well, the VA was refusing. You can't say these people didn't seek out the care. We don't have those details. The only thing we do know is the lack of care led to the highest rates of suicide. That's what we do know. So now the target should be, how can we make sure veterans are receiving VA care? Because only less than half of the veteran population is on VA disability. I can give you guys an exact number. I can give you guys an exact number real quick. Veterans on disability. Let's see. Where's the stats? Can we get the stats? Can we get the stats? I had the stats on my computer one time before. Let's see. Reload this up real quick. Let me see how many vets on really. Oh, hold up. And this is the census data too. So as of 2023 to 2024, only 30% to 37% of veterans report having service-connected disability. So that means 63 to 70% of veterans aren't even receiving disability. But people will say vets are abusing the system. Vets are They're taking all the taxpayer money. They're abusing the system. Fraud, VA fraud, VA fraud. What? That is the biggest hoax of the veteran community that has been known since the day I've known veterans. Is that veterans have been milking the system. Bro, damn near 70% of veterans aren't even on disability, bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Now, I go back to the nonprofits, right? Where is the money? Are we doing a bunch of holiday bonuses? I don't know. It's time to peel back the onion. There's a bunch of big veteran nonprofits out there that has been the big bisons for a long time. And you mean to tell me that all this data that I've been reading off in the last few minutes is what's been going on over the past few years? Why they have been receiving. Let's look at some data. Hold on. Let's look up some more data real quick. How much money on average do veteran nonprofits receive? Let's see. How much money do the top veteran who are the top veteran nonprofits? Let's do that. Who are the top veteran nonprofits? Who are the top veteran nonprofits? Let's read some comments real quick so I can catch up to where y'all at real quick. And yes, us Global War and Terrorism vets 35 plus are now UNC status. I got gray in my beard too. Oh, that's crazy. I was just talking about UNC status. If you ever been on Skid Row and been with those vets or any row, you understand those stats are wrong. Which stats? Which stats? Jump in there with me now. Listen, let me know. Jump in there with me. If the country actually held true reverence, foreign house. Oh, hold on. If the country actually held true reverence for those whom served her, that would at least make a difference. Sadly, it seems it's society as well. Facts. I'm 100% service connected. Good stuff. I feel like majority or that are, hold on. I feel like I be reading way too fast because I be trying to read like another like my peripheral, because I used to play basketball. I grew up playing basketball, right? Sports in general, but mainly basketball. So when I'm reading, it's really hard to read because my peripheral be trying to read like the next whatever my peripheral can see, it tries to read it and analyze it. So I be have to like focus. I feel like majority or that are vets, males, that feel reaching out are a sign of weakness, and we need to try to let them know it's not a weakness to ask for help. 100%. That's really sad. It is. They should be happy to help those who serve this country. 100%. Let's see. I had some old lady tell me, how can I be a disabled veteran and ride a motorcycle? I told her, if you keep running your mouth, you'll see why. After that, she shut the fuck up. Oh, man. That was rich. That right there filled my spirit. I like that. I like that. Devil, my supervisor is a retired gunny, and he don't want to go to the VA because he is scared to find out he has something he don't want. Shake my head. But at the end of the day, it's not gonna stop. Bring him to the live stream, bro. Bring him to the live stream. All right. Next time we go live, bring him live, bro. Bring him to the live stream, and I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna talk to him for you. What'd she say? In people's pockets, they are driving cars and carrying Gucci, Prada, Fendi, etc. Ooh, whoa! I didn't even know that. Oh, and sitting in their mansions. Woo! Not for long. Not for long. Good morning, Sergeant Yut. What's going on, Tab? Also, sorry, I'm an Army, Navy veteran. Oh, so you did Army and Navy? Nice. You super toxic. I like it. People, and she probably like, what the fuck? People ask me why I have a handicap placed on my bike. Hey, give them the same explanation Willen gave them. I'm sick in the head, I know. I got a disabled veteran plate on my truck and Harley. Nice, nice, nice. What's going on with it? JTK, JD. What's up with it, man? What numbers are wrong? You was telling me that these numbers, one of those numbers went right. That is lifted, yeah, lifted bod. What numbers weren't right? You were talking about that earlier. I was reading that. You said numbers weren't right. The top veteran nonprofits, okay, so the top rated veteran nonprofits focus on diverse needs, including, listen to this, right? The top rated veteran nonprofits focus on diverse needs, including housing, mental health, financial support, leading organizations based on impact, ratings, and scale include the Wounded Warrior Project, the American Legion, Homes for Our Troops, Hope for the Warriors, Gary, what is that? Sinus Foundation, and the Bod Woodruff Foundation. All right, I just named off six veteran nonprofits, right? And their focus is housing, mental health, financial support. Hey, listen. All right. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt, right? Let's say they probably have not received the funding that they have needed. Okay, so let's do this. Let's see how much funding these organizations receive, right? Because like I said, maybe they're not receiving the correct amount of funding. They probably don't receive a lot of funding. Okay, the top veteran nonprofits ranked by funding and impact include the Wounded Warrior Project at $263 million in fiscal year 2024 for programs. Operation Homefront, over $20 million in financial aid. and home for our troops. Other major organizations often funded by foundational grants include Team Red, White and Blue, and Student Veterans of America, which received major funding boosts in the recent years. Bullshit! I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Watching you from Okinawa, Japan. Hell yeah, bruh. I love Japan. Hell yeah. Just not Oki. Oki the trap. I think we all signing our oath should tell people enough. 100%. I don't know why they don't understand that part, Tab. Like, I literally willfully said, yeah, I'll give you my life for a few nickels and a couple quarters. The VFW does a lot for vets too. I'm a VFW member, American Legion, Marine Corps League as well. Past VFW commander as well. Ooh, nice. Wheelan, I want to get more involved in the veteran community, like hands-on. I know I do a lot of social awareness for vets. I want to get hands-on with a lot of stuff if I can. I just run into a lot of bullshit I run into a lot of bullshit. So why are we struggling again? Hey. The numbers that these nonprofits are processing with veterans from the streets, the funders, it doesn't add up because we can see what's on the outside with our own eyes. That's what I'm saying. Like $263 million in 2024 is a lot. That's a lot of money. $263 million. That's a lot of goddamn money, bruh. Hey, listen, chat. If y'all wanna, like, I'm just asking questions, you know, and listen, y'all gonna have to protect me, chat. Listen, cause I feel like we might be embarking on something that's beyond our understanding. Cause maybe I stumbled upon something. I don't know. Listen, I'm just curious, man. And you know what I mean? I want the best for my fellow vets, you know, and I want to really make sure that we're getting the help that we need. And I'm not trying to attack nobody, you know what I'm saying? I just have questions, you know what I'm saying? I just have questions. I think we all, yeah, Tab, we all have questions, you know? Hey, man. Everything is spiritual, man. Everything is spiritual now. It's all spiritual warfare now. You got to think about that too. It's all spiritual too. It's all spiritual. Email me and we can talk more. Maybe actually do a stream together. Here's a little history for you. I'm the youngest post commander to reach all American status and the first black commander at my post. Ooh. Nice. Becoming a VFW commander? Man. Wouldn't be too bad. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't be too bad. I stay in my lane though and be an advocate and the voice. We a family and we gotta protect our own. Nobody had us in them trenches either. 100%. Listen, I ain't deployed in combat. I deployed, but not combat. So I understand where you're coming from in them trenches. Are you from the South? Nice. So yeah, I'm trying to get more involved into the veteran community to help out with a lot of different things because there's a lot that we need that we are not receiving, and there's not a lot of voices out there for us. And I know I have like literally the biggest military platform when it comes to reach, and because as you guys can see, right, I know it's like, oh man, I'm back. I'm back. Are we still here? We still here? Remember, veterans to use Hazelwood benefits for your education. Okay, nice. All right, we back. We back, people. We back. All right, we back. Yeah. Now, when it comes to these veteran nonprofits and receiving funds, like I said, I'm just curious on like what what are we doing with this? And like I said, I'm not accusing anybody of anything, right? I genuinely would like if these veteran nonprofits could. So the stream is over. Can you hear me, Wheeling? It's replaying. I think I got interrupted. Oh yeah, I think I think he probably got interrupted. Wheeling, you here? Hold on, we gotta make sure everybody get back. Hold on. All right, bet we back. All right. I generally don't. I'm not accusing these nonprofits of any money laundering. What I'm asking though is maybe a sit down with these organizations and interview them and ask the questions that veterans been wanting to ask. You know, like maybe Wounded Warrior Project could do a sit down with me and talk about the programs that they have and the effectiveness of it, and talk about raw data right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can interview. You know, I do a good interview now. I do a good interview. I've been watching some, you know what I'm talking about? Like, and then, because y'all know I'm going to ask the real questions. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to bullshit. I'm going to ask the real questions. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ask some hard questions too now. Yeah. Just know, you know, if I have a heart attack afterwards. I just play. Wounded Warrior Foundation was scamming people a few years ago. They got outed for being frauds. Oh man, I ain't heard about that. Let me look that up. Wounded Warrior Project? What? No way. Let me look that up. Wounded Warrior Project. Fraud. We're just gonna put fraud. Let's see, they got fraud on it. In 2016, Wounded Warrior Project faced a major scandal following. They use their words wisely. You know how they use their words wisely. You know what I'm saying? Wounded Warrior Foundation. Okay. Wounded Warrior Foundation. Okay. Wounded Warrior Foundation. Correction, Wounded Warrior Project. We ain't talking about y'all. Wounded Warrior Foundation. Boom. Fox News right here. 2016. Yeah. Oh, I was reading the right thing. I just had the name wrong. So yeah, we're talking about Wounded Warrior Foundation. It says, Fox News says, the two top executives of the Wounded Warrior Project, oh, there's Wounded Warrior Project, among the largest veterans charities in the country, were fired Thursday after an investigation into accusations of lavish spending on parties, hotel, and travel, according to a statement released on behalf of the embattled organization. Oh my goodness. Wounded Warrior Project CEO Steve Nardizzi and COO Al Giordano, how do you say his name? Giodano. Giordano? I don't know. Were fired by the charity's board and amid criticisms about how it spent more than $800 million in donations. Dang! They spent $800 million $800 million over the span of 4 years? What the fuck? $800 million, bro? No way, bro. No way. No way, bro. So it says the Wounded Warrior Project spends just 60% of its budget on veterans. The Marine Corps Law Enforcement Foundation provides more than 98% to veterans. Charity Navigator also assessed that Wounded Warrior's total revenue for 2014 was well over $340 million. Wow. 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 Just wow. Wow. That's pretty insane. 8 million. Nah. Not 8 million. 800 million. No. Not 8 million. No. 800 million. They spent over 4 years 800 million. Bro, that could have ended the veteran homeless crisis. $800 million. Why am I just learning about this? You know, all the help for vets that could help. That's why these organizations need to be run by vets. I sound biased, but I am not too keen on civilians being in charge of vets organizations, issues, etc. 100%. They love preying on what they think is weak. 100%. Yeah, nah, this ain't it. Yeah, nah, these veterans. But hear me out. We have to vet the veterans running these nonprofits. We have to vet these motherfuckers, and we have to be able to remove them. You know what I mean? Not only should we be able to vet these people, but we need to be able to get rid of these organizations and these people when the moment we find out they're doing fraud and bullshit, we should be able to remove their ass like that. Good morning, Tony. Because there are some veterans out there who manipulate and finesse and fuck over veterans. I've ran into a lot of vets. Hey, listen, bruh. Hey, them boys out there, you hear me? Because listen, money, you know what I'm saying? Yup, a thorough vetting process, 100%. And not only that, if we want to remove not the person, but whatever organization they have, we need a process in place to be able to get rid of that whole organization the moment we find fraud, misuse, and abuse. The moment we find out you're misusing funds, you're not producing results, and that's the thing. We need to have a standard on the type of results you need to produce, bro. Like, we can't just say, oh yeah, we allocated the money to the programs. Where are the results? If you don't produce results, the next year you don't get funding. It's that simple. It's that simple. If you're not producing results, we got to move on. We need to get another we got to start donating, allocating that money we was allocating to that organization. We need to allocate it to these other organizations, because your organization is not producing numbers, and then you're just wasting money. You're just wasting fucking money at this point. We're not like constantly donating to the same nonprofits every year that are not producing substantial results based on the money they're receiving. Nah, we gotta cut that shit, bro. That shit gotta stop. That shit gotta stop. It has to stop. True facts, be able to hold our own accountable. Hell yeah, 100%. Just like how we did when we was in the military, holding each other accountable, bro. Like, we can't hold civilians to the same standard. And we can't hold them accountable because they hide behind certain things that we don't hide behind as veterans. You know what I'm saying? Because appreciate the donation, Tony. Because at the end of the day, as veterans, we you know, there's a code. There's an honor code in there. And the type of shame, we don't need no laws, bro. It's just the type of shame that you feel as a veteran when the vet community looks at you and we're like fucking disgusted. Like, everybody's like, dude, like, get the fuck on. You know what I'm talking about. They'll get the memo, 100%. Because something has to change. I don't like this. It's just like I'm trying to like think strategically and not let my emotions get involved, because when your emotions get involved, then you don't think as clearly. So I'm trying to think strategically on like what needs to, like what I think that could be done moving forward. And I think that what we've came up with is very solid. Veteran ran nonprofits with people that we can vet and, you know, keep our help and resources within our community, and be able to police our own help and resources, not allowing any civilian organization or private entity to tell us what we can and cannot receive and how we should receive it. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have a lot of vets out here making the rest look shitty. Yes. And those the vet bros I be talking about, man. They'll take advantage of another veteran just because he need help, or they'll look down on him because he is not where they is, you know? And people get this thing, right? And like I said, I always say this to people all the time, man, where you have those who went through something very traumatic and they never truly healed from it, and they allowed it to turn them bitter, you know? And now they hate the world, and the world never did anything to them. And now they don't care if bad things happen to other people, because they're like, well, bad things happen to me. And it's like, what kind of thought process is that, you know? Like, what kind of way is that the thing to say, well, bad things happen to me, so I don't care if bad things happen to other people? It's like, well, that's just trauma speaking. You know, you're just speaking from a place of pain. You're hurting, you know, and that's your way of coping. It's projecting that pain on other people. And that's it. That you become insufferable. You become insufferable. What's life? What's life, Kyle? Yeah, everyone does go through shit, 100%. Like, do you have if you have a support system, yeah, your support system is supposed to be there to support you. But people who don't know you, who had nothing to do with what happened to you, you know, they like, you know, it's like, for example, like when my daughter passed in 2022, I couldn't come on here and tell you guys as my audience, like, yo, where the hell you guys at? Why y'all not here for me? Y'all don't really know me like that, and y'all are not a part of my personal life. You know what I'm saying? The people who were there, who were my friends and family, those are the people I hold accountable to be there when I'm going through something, because they said they would. That's the only reason why. You know, the only reason why I hold them accountable to being there to support is because as friends and family, if you're not here to support, then why the hell are you here? You see what I'm saying? Because it's cool if you don't want to support, you know, if you're telling me like, hey, you know, I'm not here to deal with your issues and what you got going on, Shane. Cool, 100%. We just won't talk. That's it. And you can't be upset with me because of that. It's just, I'm a type of person that I know life happens, right? I happen to life, and life also happens to me, because I be outside. You know, I'm out here chasing things that are bigger than myself. So when you chase dreams and opportunities that are bigger than you, you're going to run into a lot of bullshit. life is gonna throw so much shit. It's gonna throw it's gonna be throwing everything possible at you. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to need a strong support system, especially when you're in this type of business. You need a strong support system. You know, not just this type of business. Veterans. If you are a veteran, you need a strong support system. And I say that because just like when it comes to entertainment, there's not a lot of people who do entertainment. There's a lot of people who like want to be in the entertainment world and they inspire to be, but as far as operating within that world, there's not a lot of people. Just like there's not a lot of veterans in the world. You know what I'm saying? So the population is a small percentage to the rest of everybody else. So I think there's like 16 million veterans or something like that. But there's 8 billion people in the world, and how many people in America type shit, right? So you need a community of people you can relate to, because there's not a lot of relatability to you and everyone else. The conversations aren't the same. The connections don't hit the same. Different ideologies, perspectives. 16 million to 300 million. Look at that difference. You know what I'm saying? Can't always expect people's help. Some shit you gotta man up and take it for what it is. Now, let me attack that. Right? There is nothing ever in any textbook, any study, any medical, biology, philosophy, psychology that says dealing with life on your own is equivalent to being a man. Nothing. Solitary confinement is a punishment in jail and prison. To isolate a human being is punishment in jail and prison. And a lot of that mindset where it comes to man up, a lot of that man up or being a man, you know where that came from? Bottle that shit up. You know where all that came from? Generation X. That's who that came from. The generation that generation has zero education on mental health. Zero education, right? Not all of them, right? I'm not saying everybody in Gen X, but majority. If you see most people who are Gen X, they're staring at the wall. Like, they're staring at the TV. They ain't watching the TV watching them. You can't talk to nobody in Gen X you know about your mental health. I have a relative who's Gen X. When my daughter passed, he told me to just forget about it. He said, you got to forget about it and move on. You see how brainwashed brainwashing that thought process become? And then you say mental health is another way to get soft. I don't think so, right? I think when you start to weaponize mental health for excuses in life, you become soft. Because when you talk to people who've accomplished a lot in life, at what part of that do they talk about it being enjoyable? At what part about it do they talk about, like, mentally it was enjoyable? Or even once they get to the end. Once they get to the end of the line, they're like, I'm so destroyed mentally. I'm not even the same human being. I'm not even present. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what society. I'm so disassociated from reality. You know what I'm saying? I have no connection with my kids, my spouse, but I'm successful. I'm rich. I got a lot of money. But I fucking hate my life. That's why you see rich people commit suicide. It's like, how the fuck can they commit suicide? It's not going to make you happy. Being happy makes you happy. Nothing external from you can truly make you happy. Only you can make you happy. And that's by being happy makes you happy. If you're grinding every day and you're like, I'm not happy, but I'm getting results. you're not happy though. You know what I'm saying? Why do we equate suffering and pain as being a man? We consider dying as a man to be an honor. To risk your life as a man is the most honorable thing you can do. Like, we've been conditioned as men that the only thing we're good for is working hard, providing, and dying. That's it. That's what we've equated being a man to. Providing, be ready to put your life on the line. And what else did I say? What was the third thing I said? Anyways, let me read some of these comments because I really want to get into this. Kyle, it takes a strong man to admit they have a problem. Even Christ suffered from depression and weep in the garden. Amen. Coming from a woman, laugh my ass off. Okay. Real talk, have to keep the power of positivity to conquer the most things within life. 100%. Why we ain't got time for your Gen Z is cause you always crying and whining, no way to get it through your head. Oh, you Gen X? I'm not Gen Z. I'm a millennial. I'm the generation you failed. Yeah. When y'all was selling drugs in the hood to our family members, right? I grew up with the family members y'all sold drugs to so y'all can look better than your homeboys. I grew up with the mother that you got pregnant underage because that was cool back then for Generation X to have sex with girls underage, and y'all want to talk about the Epstein files, right? I'm the generation that Gen X mothers told the women to fuck in their 20s and have fun, and now those same women can't get married in their 30s, and it's a bunch of fucking single mothers more than any other generation. I'm the generation you guys told to go to college and everything would work itself out just for that rug to get pulled from under our fucking feet. I'm also the generation you guys told that we needed to get married to have a happy life, but never told us how to even love ourselves. Do you want to keep going? I'm not Gen X, my boy. I'm the real generation. You hear what I'm talking about? Don't get this shit twisted. 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 Appreciate the donation, Tony. Don't get this shit twisted. They what? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, Gen X is the worst generation, bro. Y'all are worse than the boomers. Like, y'all are literally worse than the boomers, bro. Worse than the fucking boomers. Because in the 90s, instead of making progressive change, look how emotionally charged I get. It's called passion. It's called passion. I'm very passionate about the things I speak, and I'm speaking factual. And the fact that you have to attack the semantics is the prime example of Generation X. Generation X is literally an entire feminine generation. They are the most feminine men that think they're masculine. They hide their feminine tendencies behind a deep voice. Oh, look at you, look at emotionally charged. You sound like a bitch. You sound like a woman. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Fuck out of here. I'm telling you, don't make me do it to you. Because I'll really bring it to the surface. I'll really bring it to the surface. You know, if I brought it to the surface, how many Gen Xers got women underage pregnant? You know, those statute of limitations hasn't ran out yet. You know how many of your generation would be in prison? If we really want to bring that to the forefront, how many of y'all were molesters? Do you want to speak on that emotional side of it? Can you tell me about why most of millennials are close in age with their parents? Why are most of millennials close in age with their mothers? Can Generation X answer that? Since you're speaking for the Gen X, can you acknowledge Can you acknowledge why millennials, majority of millennials are close in age with their mothers? Gen X, can you answer that? Can you answer to me, Gen X, why majority of millennials are close in age with their mothers? Can you answer that, Gen X? Oh yeah, we ain't talking about the incest. We ain't got to incest yet. We ain't got there yet. We just scratching the surface. We just scratching the surface. Gen X said, oh, the CIA put crack in our neighborhoods. Who put a gun to y'all head and told y'all to sell the crack to your uncles, aunties, cousins, nephews? Who made y'all do it? They put crack in the hoods. Who made you do it? Who made you sell it? They put guns in the neighborhood. Who told you to shoot them? Who created gang culture? Who created gang culture? Who created gang culture? See, you talking about yourself. See, don't talk about you. We talking about generation. You see how you went immediately and talking about you? Because I'm not talking about me specifically. I'm speaking about the generation. We're having a generational debate. Now you want to talk about you. You see how y'all doing Gen X? You try to skip shit and try to be like, well, no, see, well, when I talk about I, and that's the very, see, you just constantly expose yourself for who you guys are. You lead with I. It's always I. Your generation is the reason AI is as big as it is, because your generation is lazy as fuck. Y'all call everybody else lazy, but you're the generation that's running head first to AI to make your life easy. If I'm lying, I'm fucking flying. Destroying the fucking economy because your ass is lazy. Created gang culture, drug culture, hood culture, baby mama culture. What are we talking about? Gen X men withheld all the wisdom and knowledge that they had from an entire generation of millennials. What are we talking about? Let's not even talk about race-wise. The black Gen X that destroyed the black community. Come on, man. This dude ain't watched Snowfall. He ain't talking about a damn TV show. Get the fuck. He ain't talking about a TV. You talking about Snowfall. You talking about Snowfall. You talking about a TV show. You talking about a TV show. You talking about a TV show. We talking about real life. And we talking about a TV show. You said the same guy that crying about joining the army, but who told your dumb ass to join? Boom, right? Well, I'm not dumb. Actually, it was a smart decision. My father did, who was Gen X. I didn't want to join. Because my father wanted to be a Marine. So he made sure, my father never became a Marine, so he forced me into the Marine Corps. See, you didn't expect that shit. You didn't expect that shit, right? My father, who's a Gen Xer, is the reason I became a Marine. You didn't expect that shit, but you called me dumb. Wow, that's crazy, right? That's crazy, right? And I never cried about the Marine Corps. I was never in the Army, right? I never cried about the Marine Corps. I spoke out against leadership who were pushing people to the brink of suicide. Now, if I'm a bitch and I'm soft because I called out people who were trying to push people to suicide because they had power, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, working yourself to death for some ungrateful ass motherfuckers is what they deem manly. 100%, bro. Motherfuckers work 80 hours a week, unhappy as hell, mentally destroyed, talking about I'm a man. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Gen X is so fucking, it just, it made me want to throw up in my fucking mouth. Like once I got older and started doing my own research, cause like me, I'm a person that I love being black. You hear me? I love being black. So I started doing research on my people, trying to figure out like where did we go wrong? Like everybody kept saying the government, the white man. That's all Gen X told me growing up. The white man, the government, the president, Congress, the laws, the war on drugs, the this. So I started researching all of this shit when I grew up. And I'm like, okay. At no point did anything was ever forced. Like, yeah, some documents came out of the government putting, the CIA, I think it was, or whoever it was, put drugs in black neighborhoods, but they never forced them to sell the drugs to their family members. So why did the black community sell so much drug to their family members if they wasn't being forced to? Right? Because like I've seen someone using drugs before. I didn't say, oh, well, I have to use the drugs because it's around me. Like I don't drink, right? I quit drinking, 2023? The summer of 2023, I quit drinking. Just because I'm around alcohol don't mean I have to drink. It takes a strong person to stand up than sitting in the yap box. 100%. He's just saying anything. And I'm not easily rattled. What's understood don't need to be explained. Facts. The ones that fell to the what is that? I can't even see that little emoji. Showed where weakness is, and that's why it's imperative for stronger ones to stand up and support our communities. 100%. 100%. Like, you know how much strength it takes to get out here and do what the fuck I do with, you're not out here with me trying to make no change and no difference in no community. No, you're not doing that. So if you're not supporting me, don't get on here trying to fucking criticize me. Like I'm gonna fucking say what the fuck I'm gonna say what I have to say back. Nah. Because I passionately feel what I feel about anything. Anything I speak on, it comes from a place of passion. I've done research on this shit, and I genuinely feel this is something that needs to be speaked on because it needs to be speaked on because it's not being spoken on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talking about the Epstein files, but we need to talk about the family files. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of, you talk about mental health, the reason you see women and men acting the way they acting today, you think that stemmed from nowhere? Mental health makes you soft. Mental health is the reason we have YNs. A bunch of emotionally based men that are trauma ridiculed, living in survival mode. They're filled with nothing but emotion and trauma. And they're just acting on that shit. Every day. Every day. Those same little black boys was brought into this world with a father. You know what I'm saying? Chris Rock? Nah. We are for real walking targets. 100%. The veteran comedian? Yes, sir. Only because we still fight for a better America. Some of our boots don't come off. Hey, as long as we tracking. Let me see the YouTube plaque. Oh, you want to see this? See it? I don't know if you can see the wordings on there. It says, presented to Shayna Official for passing 100,000 subscribers. YouTube. Yes, sir. He told me to hold my plaque up just so he can hate. He told me to pull my plaque up just so he can hate. Let me see that YouTube. Oh, he read. He's so damn funny. It's hard to wake up people who feel safer asleep. Ignore all the ignorant people not trying to hear the truth. Facts. Okay, fine. You got me. No, man, because we have, like, mind you, it's okay, right? If you don't want to support change and you don't want to support, then I'm not the person to follow, bro. I'm not the person to follow. I'm not the person you want to engage with. I'm not the person you want to stay in contact. If you are not passionate about wanting a better place around you and you don't care about the suffering of other people, then you can stay the fuck off my platform. I'm being truthful because that's just who I am, bro. I'm not here to lie to you. I'm not here to baby you. I'm not here to cater to your fucking feelings. And I'm not, everything is not about me and everything is not about you. It's about a group of people who are experiencing hard times. And that is, i.e. veterans, i.e. black people, i.e. whoever. You know what I'm saying? And right now, my mission is veterans. That's my mission right now. That is the group of people, veterans and African Americans. You see what I'm saying? Like, no, not African, Black Americans, right? Because that's the new term now. Black Americans and veterans, right? So veterans is all encompass of all different, it's a very diverse group, right? Black Americans, I'm focusing on our history, right? I'm focusing on our history right now and just pretty much educate myself on our history and our, like, because I've been educated so much on our trauma and our pain. There's not a lot of education when it comes to our accomplishments, our success. You know what I'm saying? Like Gladys Mae West, who created GPS. There's, I didn't even want to quote this wrong because y'all probably don't even know this. I'm about to put y'all on game real quick. Some black history for y'all on the spot. I was just, look, I got the Gladys Mae West pulled up right here. Let me see. Listen, it's gonna blow your mind, bruh. It's gonna blow your mind. So, his name is Eugene Birkins. Eugene Birkins, all right? Eugene Birkins. Eugene Birkins is a African-American inventor from Chicago that created the automatic machine gun. Did y'all know that? Eugene Birkins created the automatic machine gun. It's called the Birkins automatic machine gun to be exact. And he actually put a patent in for this gun, this automatic machine gun, and was never credited for it. Yeah. Gen X pushed so much dope, we had a crack baby epidemic. That generation damn near crippled us. Yes! 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 Gen X sold so much dope in our neighborhoods, bro. And look at the entire generational X right now, bro. They're all sitting nice on all the illegal money they made. They're all just chilling. They ain't out here trying to help shit. They ain't standing for shit. Everything that Gen X stand for is about themselves. That's why Gen X is so pro AI. Because it's about making their lives easily. Because them motherfuckers been working 80 hours a week since 2006. They all worked illegal drug. They all made illegal money, right? And then once the war on drugs happened, they all had to go get jobs, but they had no fucking qualifications or they had criminal backgrounds. So now they all forced to work 80 plus hours a fucking week at these dead end fucking jobs. And they think, oh yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. No, you got a fucking criminal record. I don't have a criminal record, sir. I don't have to work 80 hours a fucking week. I was a famous fucking comedian. My father asking me to come work 80 hours a fucking week. What? The fuck? I look like working 80 hours? Why I just got out the military? Why ain't about to come work no 80 hours a week with you? Hell nah. You know, 80 hours? Listen, Pops love you, but hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. It's our history we need to learn so we don't repeat it. 100%. No, don't look at the crime. Oh, yeah. Don't look at the crime. Yeah, you start pulling out the crime, that's when they have a problem. They be like, oh, shit, fuck, you know? Like, TAP service mainly to the female vet community, however, encompasses vets as a whole, and our children mainly ones that are serving actively, like my own. Gotta protect our babies, too. 100%. So, not only do I care about veterans, right? I care about active service members, right? But when I say veterans and active service members, that's also encompassing their spouse and children. See what I'm saying? That's why, like, I push out any information that can help out veteran spouses, veteran, like any dependent information, anything in that realm. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, like, when it comes to veteran and active duty, it encompasses everything that deals with them. You know, like everything. So anything that can move them forward progressively. You know, when it comes to female topics, I usually stay away from those veteran topics when it comes for females. Just, I speak about what I can. I just don't try to step in. I don't overstep my lane. I leave that for the female veterans out there like yourself, Tab, that are out here crushing it, that are getting that information. I have another homie. She added me on TikTok. She does stuff for the veteran community. I think her name is a veteran poet. And she is very involved in the veteran community when it comes to women. So I try to lead that to the women to take care of that, because you guys are crushing that. People do it to themselves. What's going on? Not much, my guy. What's up with you? What's up with you? Nah, man. And listen, at the end of the day, I'll tell y'all this, right? I went to school, I did public debates when I was in school, right? When I was in high school, I was doing public debates. And when it comes to debating, I would debate your ass down, okay? And I get very passionate about debating, right? And I apologize for cursing earlier. I did curse. I said the B word. I apologize for saying that, right? I got too passionate, right? And cursing is, I never, once you use disrespect, it throws the debate into a different direction. And that's why I try to keep attacking the topic. And that's why I don't like when people attack me personally, because then I end up attacking them personally, and then we get away from the debate. So when you attack me, just know, like, I have to understand that I don't necessarily have to respond to disrespect with disrespect in a debate. I'll just be like, you know what? The debate is invalid at this point. You're already crossing that line. Oh, debate, I want to take those classes myself. Like I said, I never took any classes. I did public debates in high school. And my first debate that I ever won for my school was against, I think it was Benedict College in South Carolina. The debate was whether or not you needed college or not to be successful in life. And the college students was obviously the ones that were debating that you needed college, and we, the high school students, were debating that you didn't. But the people that were in my debate group, they were like, so the people my school picked, they picked a bunch of smart motherfuckers, right? And then they picked me because I talk a lot. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, they asked me, they was like, Shay, you want to be a part of the debate team? And I was like, and I think it was a girl that I had liked in the debate team too. And I was like, all right, cool, let's do it, right? And it was like super nerds, like smart as fuck, right? And I was starting to think, maybe I was a nerd and I was thinking I wasn't. Because like, maybe I was a nerd, right? And there ain't nothing wrong with being a nerd. And we went to this college and we debating, and my teammates, they wasn't confident going into this, because all of them wanted to go to college. I was the only one that didn't want to go to college, because I wanted to join the Army. And I wanted to join the Army because I had cousins who joined the Army who talked about it, and I just always wanted to know what it was like. Like, I had a cousin who got blown up, and he had like one of his eyes was blue because he was blind in one eye, and like he used to chase us around and shit. I always thought it was cool, right? But that ain't nothing to be cool about as I grew up and realized, like, you know, what he had to go through to get that eye. But I wanted to join the Army, so I was in Army JROTC, right? So I had no plans of going to college. My purpose of joining the military was not to go to college, right? So that's why when people see me when I'm out, they're like, oh, bro, you the GI Bill. And I'm just like, that's not really, you know what I'm saying? One day, but that wasn't like my plan. You know, I really, you know, I did great in school, but I just wasn't, you know what I'm saying? But, so my goal was never to go to college. So once I started debating, I was like, oh, I can win this, because I don't have any care in the world for college. Like, they're super, I noticed this, right? The people I'm debating are already in college. So they've already been indoctrinated into that system. Me, who don't want to go to college, I have never been to college. So I don't have any pre-experience of college other than what I see from a distance, right? So all I did was think about, what do people say about college? They always complain about this, that, and that, right? People are always complaining when they're in school. And I just use that as a talking point to state my point, because it's like, all I did was attack the things that I know deep down inside they all could relate to. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, it was raps. It was, I dog walked them. Like, when I tell you I dog walked them, like, I'm talking about, like, when I was getting up, like, after they would say their piece and it was time for me to get back up, because, like, my group was only sending me. I was the only person that went up. Bro, they was, I had people on their team clapping for me. They was like, damn. Like, I was giving them perspectives that was making them reconsider their whole college career. I was like, hey, man, I'm just fucking saying. And then when I started talking about people who were successful without college and what they've done in the world, bro, that was it. To wrap it up. Because I named off people that I knew that they would fuck with. You see what I'm saying? I named off people who didn't use college for success that I knew you admired their success. Hey, listen, man. I'm going to walk you down. I'm going to walk you down, man. I'm going to walk you down. That's just a little bit about, like, how I used to debate in school. You know what I'm saying? How I used to debate in school. Who? What? Who? Who? Who's a... Who? Who is Tab? Who is? Oh, that's what that is. No, he's gone. Fuck out of here. He's gone. All right. Yeah, Eugene Birkins, man, he made the machine gun joint. He just never got credited for it, which is unfortunate. He never got credited for it. Maybe we can push that message out there. But getting back to the vet community, I'm trying to get involved. I gotta send Wheeling an email. I would find a way to contact Wheeling. I wonder if Wheeling got Instagram. I wonder if Wheeling got Instagram. I need to, you know what? I want to request to talk to Wounded Warrior Project. What set do I claim? I don't know if I can really talk about it. I mean, if you want me to, I can talk about it. Because I don't know if you'd be interested. I can talk about it, but I don't know if you're gonna be interested. You know what I'm saying? If I tell you what set I claim, you might not be interested. Like, you might not rock with it. Do you still want to know? Oh, he don't want to know. Okay. He know I was about to say something. Oh, you want to know? Okay. The Holy Spirit. I'm a part of the gang. It's called the Holy Spirit. And we are humble servants of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And we are children of God. Yeah. So the gang is called COD, Children of God. Yeah. Yeah. You want to join? We got some openings, man. You want to join? You can get down with us if you want to. I don't know if you built for it though, you know, because we kind of, you know, we really like that. You know what I'm saying? We really like that, you know? So I don't know if you can hang. It might be too much for you. I don't think you ever been a part of something like this before, you know? Oh, man. Tab is a human, not a pastry, boo. Respect goes a long way in my hood. 100%. Listen, that dude just want attention. I respect it, but that's not a set. That's a group. I'm built. I'm built. I love God, and I don't know if you're for real or just want views. No, I'm being dead ass serious. Like I'm being dead ass serious. I represent. Like I truly follow God, and I'm a humble servant, man. Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I pray Psalms 91 every day, my brother. Do you pray Psalms 91? Have you ever prayed Psalms 91? It's a really good one. There's many Psalms out there, you know what I'm saying? But Psalms 91 is like one of my favorites. It talks about the serpent. You know, 10,000 may fall at your right hand, but none will come near your tent. He will cover you under his feathers. His faithfulness. Exactly, they be scared of that ghost. Yeah. And you said that's not a gang. Okay. I'm weak. I respect it, but that's not a set. That's a group. I'm built. I love God. I don't know if you for real just want to be. Nah, I'm for real, man. I'm for real, man. I represent all day, man. I stand down on 10 toes. They say God in Christ is king, but fail the Holy Spirit. Can we say blasphemy is at its all-time high? Listen, Tab. At all-time high. Because people are engaging in things they shouldn't, man. I don't know how hear me out. When did it ever become like so many women have turned dark, bro? When I tell you, like, just when I look in certain women's eyes today, I don't see no light. And that's like a lot of women, bro. Like, it's really like, you know, the eyes the eyes never lied, Chico. The eyes never lied, Chico. And I be looking at some of these motherfucker eyes, man. That shit be, you know what I'm saying? Shit be getting out of hand. Keep marching that walk. Jacob Love, no judgment. I only have to hold myself accountable before my Father, boo. Amen. Amen. The eyes tell it all. The window to the soul. Every time, man. Every time, man. And that's the shit. That's the shit, bro. Like, I had a female. Let me tell y'all a crazy story that happened to me one time, bro. I had a female who. This gonna be spooky. Y'all want to hear a spooky story? Y'all want to hear a spooky story? I want to tell y'all a spooky story. Y'all want to hear a spooky story? Listen, I look, when it comes to me, there's a lot about like just a shame that I'm just like, let's chop. You know what I'm saying? Who all want to hear a spooky story, man? It's like the perfect time. So, I dated a girl one time, right? And mid-relationship, she started getting into crystals, right? The relationship wasn't going good. she started getting into crystals, right? She told me she was going to sell them. Like, she was getting into, like, selling crystals type shit as, like, a side hustle, whatever. Cool, whatever. Then one day she put a crystal in my hand. She was like, hey, check out this crystal. It was like a black heart. It was shaped of a black heart. And it was broken in the middle, right? And she put it in my hand, and I was like, the fuck is this? So I set the shit down, like, whatever. Bruh, that night? Yo, listen, I cannot make this up. That night, I woke up, mind you, I had lived by myself at this time. So she didn't live with me. I woke up in the middle of the night, and it felt like sleep paralysis. You know how when you can't move, but like you're awake type shit? So I'm like, oh, fuck, I got sleep paralysis, right? Bruh. I felt, real spill, I felt hands do that to the bottom of my feet. Like, I felt each finger come down on top of my feet and climb up onto my fucking bed. And the voice said, why don't you want me, Shane? And when I went to like look, I did my eyes like that, like looking like straight up, because I felt something over me, bro. It was a black shadow above me, bro. My hand was beside my leg, and I was able to like pinch my leg. It was crazy. I was like, the only thing I thought to myself was like, pinch myself, pinch myself, pinch myself. You know what I'm saying? And literally, like, I pinched myself and I woke up. And mind you, during this whole encounter, it was dark in my room. When I woke up, it was broad daylight in my room. Ah, shit, bro! I was like, what the fuck? Listen, bro. Listen, bro. I had no knowledge of this whole crystal thing. I don't even know if this is real. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I'm just saying. It just it got wicked. You know what I'm saying? Like, life got real weird after that. It got real weird, bro. And like, I told her about it. And like, let me tell you what really fucked me up, right? When I told her about it, her reaction was just like, that shit gave me chills, bro. You know how when somebody have a reaction that like, you just feel it. That like imagine telling somebody like, yo, like, somebody stole something out of my crib, and then their reaction to it gives you that feeling of like, did you have something to do with that? You know what I'm saying? Listen, it gets even more wicked. Listen, it gets more wicked than that. Look, it gets more wicked than that, right? A few days later, I wake up. Well, in my dream, right? This is in my dream again. Because I don't dream. That's the thing. Me, I don't normally have dreams. So that's why this was crazy to me. I woke up in one of my dreams in her bathroom. And I was throwing up. And then I looked in the mirror and she walked into the bathroom and said, oh no. And I was like, and then I woke up again, right? Broad daylight. I'm like, hey man, what the fuck? I was like, I gotta get away from this bitch. She trying to kill me. Boy, look, boy. That was let me tell you something, bro. Listen, bro, it took God, boy, to get that woman off me, boy. Listen, man, look, it took God, man. Look, It took God to get that one off me. And for someone to come for Tab that is in the deep of the darkest and want to challenge my walk. You say, let's talk about it's rough bringing them out of that dark place. Yes, it is rough bringing them out of that dark place. And for someone to come for Tab that in the deep of the darkest and want to challenge my walk. Listen, man. Not everyone can be the light in the dark. Listen, bruh. That was the craziest thing I've ever experienced in a relationship, bro. I think that's probably the most like sci-fi shit that I've ever experienced in my life, bro. Like, you know how people talk about seeing ghosts and shit like that? And I ain't never had those experiences in my life of seeing ghosts and like haunted stories. That right there. Like, now who's scared of Satan? Sergeant became a track star. Oh yeah, listen. I ain't afraid of Satan at all. Once God got you, listen, bro, you don't give a fuck about it. Come on. Come on. Why are your teeth yellow in your eyes? My teeth are not yellow, my teeth are green. They're green. What are you talking about? Everything in here is green, my brother. What are you talking about? See my teeth? Show us your drugs and guns again. Where? Exactly. The dark don't scare you when you have the Holy Ghost. Embrace that comfort, for real. 100%. All right, guy, you're being weird. I gave you a chance. Seeing ghosts while sleeping. Yeah, let me tell you something, man. When it comes to darkness, man, you know how, like, when it comes to people who embrace darkness, it's such a weakness. Like, when you realize that it's literally, like, the weakest thing a person can do. Like, everybody gets to a low. Everybody gets into a dark place. But to embrace darkness is one of the weakest things you can do because darkness never fucking wins. So it's like you join a losing team. Like, let that sink in. You willfully joined a losing team. What the fuck? Like, you know for a fact there is no winning. Like, you're going to hell. Like, the end result is you going to hell. Like, you really think you can repent? You can just do all that shit and just repent and it's going to be good? You do know some stones can't be unturned, right? You do know it talks about that, right? Okay. Okay. All right. Because you know, for anybody out there playing with that kind of stuff, just know there's an opposite reaction to that action. This is how the universe works. So, when that rubber band come back and pop that ass, hey, shout out to my label, that's me. Exactly, they forget to read the last part of that book. It's Judgment Time. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, did they not read everything? Like, it's not, I don't think karma is real. I just think that the energy you put out into the world, you get back. I don't think that's karma. I just think that's just you receiving the energy you put out into the world. That's it. Like, energy is not created nor destroyed. It's only transferred. So if you sense some negative energy out there, it got to come back to the source. It's going to find its way back to the host. Like, I just don't think that's karma. I just think that's literally just, if you do bad, you will receive, like, you know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when you do good things for people, good things come to you. Yeah, truthfully, it's just God's wrath. You know, like Tab put it perfectly. It's God's wrath. I've been trying to die for so long, ain't shit happening yet. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? What you talking about, boy? Oh yeah, he just threw. Yeah, that was a fucking hell of a wrench. He just threw in my conversation. Damn. People trying to make things complicated. Facts. I don't know what the hell. Like, it, then he gonna double down on it. Say, motherfucker, you heard me. Listen, you need to go see a therapist. That's what you need to go do. Let me tell you something, because that ain't my job. But moving forward, you can still watch the live stream. You just won't be able to participate, my brother. Chris Brown and Gunna dropped up. Chris Brown and Gunna just dropped a remix with Chris Brown. Hold up. Y'all know that song by Gunna? We get we get He got a remix with Chris Brown. He just dropped that bit. He just dropped that motherfucker. Hold on real quick. Gunna featuring Chris Brown. Yeah, did he just drop that? Oh no, that was. Oh, they just dropped the music video. Oh, so the song came out 3 weeks ago. So I'm late. I'm late as hell. Okay, so they did a remix 3 weeks ago. Okay, at the beginning of the year. Okay, I'm late. The music video just dropped 16 hours ago. Boy, look at it. Boy, hold up. Boy, look. Boy, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not sin. Your neighbors are complaining. Keep it down. No, they're not. Let me tell you something. I ask my neighbors, right? Because I don't live in an apartment, right? But I asked my neighbors, I was like, do you guys be hearing me, like how loud I am? No. But that was a good try, though. That was a good try to see where I live. That was a good try. Good try. He said, your neighbors. Yeah, if I lived in an apartment, it would be real easy. Even when I lived in a 1-bedroom, my neighbors never complained because my neighbors were loud. And me, I don't care about loud noise, like noisy neighbors. I really don't care because I lived in the barracks. So like anywhere I move, like, and I usually have like loud neighbors. And we just have a mutual understanding that we just don't complain about each other. Literally. My need to get louder, 100%. Yeah, I think that's what he's telling me. I'm using my sweet ass volume. That's probably what it is. I need to raise my volume, 100%. Speaking nice and sweet to him. That's what it is. That's my fault. Oh yeah, nah. See, that's what I ain't gonna do. Dogs. If I get a dog, I train my dog to where he ain't doing that because nah, I ain't going. I do want a dog though. I'm not gonna cap. I want a dog, but a dog come with bills, man, that I ain't ready for. You know what I'm saying? Like I really want a dog, bruh. I really want a dog, man. Like when I tell you, like, you know what I think is funny as I'm looking at this video with Gunna and Chris Brown? Like, this is all we promote, bruh. All we promote is whole culture, bro. That's all we promote. Like, we're always convincing women to be strippers, bruh. And sexual deviants. Like, why is it? Like, that is literally all music has become, bro. Just sex. And then people say sex sells, I guess. I got a German Shepherd. She keep me going. Ooh, nice. I have friends that have a German Shepherd. So, I want a Cane Corso or a Great Dane. Cane Corso is probably where I want to go. I want a Cane Corso. Yeah. Cane Corso, that's what I want. I want Cane Corso. That's what I want, y'all. Y'all think cost bread. I want a cane corso, and then I want like 4 pits. But I want the cane corso to raise the 4 pits from puppies, right? Like the cane corso don't be fully grown yet. He be kind of like in like a little older, and then get like 4 pit puppies, and then have them all like grow up together. And that way I have a cane corso leading 4 pits. Bro, that's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. I low-key thought about getting me a so here's what I also thought about. I also thought about getting the 4 pit bull puppies and the cane corso as a puppy as well. But getting a Maltese, like a Maltipoo, and having like a small dog, like a teacup dog, and have him raise all the big dogs. So now I have a small dog in charge of all the big ass dogs. I just think it would be funny just to see a little dog like command these big ass dogs around the house. You know what I'm saying? Got an American Bull right now. Ooh, my uncle had an American Bull when I was younger. That shit was sexy. It was all white. They are stray dog outside, and she is cutting the fool. Want to get the stray out of her yard. Can't be mad at her doing exactly what she's supposed to do. 100%. 100%. They be ready. They be on go. They be on go. But I do want a cane corso though. I do want one. My service dude I had was a boxer. She was awesome. They funny. Nice, nice. Ooh, a boxer. Nice. Nice, nice. Yeah, it's just the medical bills and stuff that come with a dog. Like, I would love to have a service dog. I would love to have a service dog. Like, yeah. Yeah, if I had a service dog, like man, that would be everything. I'm not gonna cap. That would be everything. Yeah, that would be everything, bro. Cause like, me and dogs get along so well. I just be mindful with other people's dogs because like I didn't train your dog, you know, and if your dog don't have any training, then I'm really weary. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like like keep that motherfucker away from me. Auto Tone, what's up? A friend of mine has 2, and they are attack dogs. They protect his kids while they play outside. He told me I can't just let anyone dog sit for me, or it'll come back to bones, or I'll come back to bones. Listen, you hear me? Listen, I might get 4 cane corsos. But I ain't gonna hold you, boy. I want some shit. You try to come into my crib, I want some shit that you gonna try to run back out. You gonna be like, hey, bring your ass here. You try to run up in my crib, that motherfucker gonna grab your ass, and you gonna wish he turned you loose. And I ain't gonna take him off you either. I'm gonna let the police get there first. I'm gonna just watch you while I call the police and just be like, don't worry, the police, help is on the way. Don't worry about it. It's on the way. Boxers are great. I trained her myself because the VA stopped the funding for training personal own, and my PTDS is security related, being an MP. What state are you in? I don't talk about that. I'm 100% PNT, and they offered me a service dog, but won't train my German Shepherd for real. Oh shit, that's another issue we need to talk about. You see what I'm saying? I like that we having these conversations. Why the VA stop training them damn service dogs? Listen, we need that. Cause think about it. Why would you would want a veteran who has a service dog to be properly trained, especially that they're going to be taking this dog out in public. They're going to be taking this dog into hotels. They're going to be taking this dog where kids are present. So why wouldn't you get ahead of an issue and train the dogs? I mean, let's play devil's advocate here. Maybe they don't want to do service dogs altogether. And to get rid of the training, something happens, now they can say, hey, we can't support that altogether. I don't know. I just couldn't understand. Let's Google this. Let's Google this. Why does the VA not train service dogs? Let's look this up. Train. Shit. The report came out they be running trains, but you know what I'm saying? But they don't want to train the dogs, but they want to run trains. You know, I just messaged it. It was on the news now. That ain't no new information. Y'all know that was on the news. They was having them orgies and shit at the VA. And they having trains at the VA, but don't want to train the damn dog. That's some shit. That's some goddamn shit. That's some shit. That's some shit. Now that's some shit now. That's some shit. Let me see. Does the VA train service dogs? No, the VA does not train service dogs directly, but provides significant benefits, including veterinary care for dogs trained by a accredited organization like Assistant Dog International, ADI, or the International Guide Dog Federation for guide hearing and mobility impairment. They also offer a pilot program for PTSD veterans to train dogs themselves as therapy. For physical disabilities, veteran must get a dog from a ADI or IGF approved trainer to qualify for VA benefits, which cover vet costs and other support. Get a certified dog. You must obtain a service dog from an organization, Assistant Dog International, ADI, or the International Guide Dog Federation. Okay. Why do I have to get one of their dogs, though? Why I gotta get one of their dogs? Exactly, Anthony, because I have a daughter in the house that has a severe allergy to pet hair, so I couldn't do a long hair dog. Let's see, what is this right here? She naturally saved me from self-harm 3 times. Nice. I think it's the insurance, maybe. And let's get into now we have a service dog and means of caring for. It is not there. Yep, vet care. They want to make sure the dog doesn't have pre-existing conditions. Ain't that about a bitch? Exactly why I went through ABC College and trained my own national accredited. Because they breed issue. Okay, so they want to make sure the dog doesn't have any pre-existing injuries, so we have to receive a dog from them. That's interesting. Because what if the dogs they have available I don't like? They don't like the bull family in a lot of place rated aggressively. Oh, yeah. I can see that. Okay. I mean, but we're talking about veterans here. We're not talking about fucking Girl Scouts. We're talking about veterans. We're not talking about fucking Girl Scouts. We're talking about vets. Veterans. Male and female veterans. We're not talking about Girl Scouts. We're talking about male and female veterans. People who served in the United States military. That you're saying can't have an aggressive dog? All right. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's see what kind of dogs they got available. If we can pull this up. Let's see. Why are they always trying to put cookies on my eye? All right, let's see. Looking for an assistant dog. Members, standards, resources, donate. Looking for an assistant dog. Damn, they don't have a list of dogs on here like already that I can just look at, just like the shelter? No, they don't got that now. Let's see. They got accredited member organizations. Um, hell no. Why I can't look at the dogs? Cause now I'm gonna be deep into this process. I need to see what dogs I'm gonna be fucking with for real. Ah, let's see. They tried giving me a damn poodle. Like, who going to be scared of a poodle? I need a dog that helps my PTSD due to security issues. Facts. Facts. Like, ain't nobody scared of no damn poodle, bruh. Right? Ain't nobody scared of your poodle, bruh. You fuck around, somebody break into your crib and you got a poodle. Let me tell you, a poodle might be the smartest dog, but he gonna get his ass walked. He gonna get like literally dog walked. Literally, that's all he gonna get. Literally, like verbatim. You know what I'm talking about? But man, what time is it? I need to go to the store. You know what's also interesting? Like, I have blacked out curtains in this room, so I didn't even realize like what time it was. I was like, I wonder if it's daytime already, and it is. Check the time. I was like, oh shit, I can start my day for real, for real. So I'm gonna start my day, and I'm gonna try to grab some good clips from this that we can lock into. And I love you guys. I appreciate you guys coming through. And you mean the teacup poodles? The full-size poodles actually have a tendency to be aggressive. LOL, poodles got mislabeled because of their mini versions. So poodles really like that, huh? Nah, you said poodles really like that? You said poodles be on that? Poodles be on that? Real shit. Stop playing. And then you have vets that have issues and can't care for dog basics like grooming, and the VA don't offer assistance. I have a vet with that issue now. Oof. Poodles will give you that fade. Listen, bruh. I'm gonna have to go check poodles out, bruh. Hold up, bruh. Let's look up poodles, bruh. Hey, they say poodles be running them fades, bro. Hold up. Hold up. Let's go to Google real quick. Let me see. Are poodles aggressive? Aggressive? Let's see. Are poodles aggressive? Poodles make good loyal guard dogs. They are not overly aggressive, but they will protect when necessary. Ooh! Oh, shoot, nah. Hold up. Let me see something. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Well, I'm looking at the video of a poodle right now. But them poodles like that. Oh, yeah, they about their life. Oh, poodles bigger than a... That's a big-ass dog. I didn't know poodles was that big. I didn't know poodles get that big. Boy, that's a big-ass dog, boy. That motherfucker hauling. Boy, hey, boy, poodle ain't nothing to fuck with, boy. Hey, boy, poodle really like that. What the fuck? See, I was looking at the mini poodles. That's what I got used to seeing growing up, the mini poodles. A full-size poodle is a big-ass dog. That motherfucker aggressive. I see that motherfucker. What the fuck? So poodles can develop anxiety that leads to more aggression. So if your poodle end up developing anxiety, he will turn into an aggressive ass dog. Like, poodles with anxiety have behavioral issues. I'm just now learning this. That poodles have a temper tantrum. The smoothest dog in the industry. Poodles are the smoothest dog in the dog industry, bro. And they got behavioral issues. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Y'all might make me lock in with a poodle, bro. Hey, listen. If y'all see me with a poodle, man, listen. If y'all see me with a poodle, man, look. Man, look. What you tracking, honey? Listen, Poodle go stupid, boy. Keep it going, bro. As long as we tracking, peace and love. Hey, love you too, my guy. Be easy. Same. When I got out, I felt exposed. Also, thank you, veteran comedian. I gotta go to work. I love the work you do. I felt the same stuff and been exposed to a lot of the same stuff, and I think we got out around the same time. I appreciate you for stopping through, brother, and have a great day at work, man. Seriously. They might be like that, but someone break into my house, they see a poodle compared to a bulldog. The poodle going to have to attack where the present where the present of bring deterrence. Oh, I get what you're saying. You want to go more for deterrent, but at the end of the day, from what I've seen, this poodle will get on your ass though. They got some sharp ass teeth, bruh. Poodle got some sharp teeth. Like, I don't know if y'all tracking, bruh. Poodle got some sharp ass teeth. I don't know, bruh. To have a sexy dog that can protect me, that's kind of fire. You know, yes, sir. They're big dogs. Those teacups misrepresented, 100%. I prefer a dog that would bring deterrence without actually having to attack, because I'm not looking to have someone get hurt. Yep, I understand that, but someone wants to hurt you, Tab. Listen. Listen. Even Jesus had disciples. You hear me? A lot of bully breeds won't attack unless they feel threatened. Poodles will just get you. That is true. They like sheepdogs. That makes sense. And poodles are smart as fuck. You know, they're literally like I think they're the smartest dog. So that's another reason why I want a poodle, because they're just so fucking smart. You know what I mean? And they're easy to train, bruh. They are so easy to train, bro. So easy to train. But if they have to go there, then they can go there 100%. Yeah, like, I get what you're saying, Tab. I'm just thinking overall, like, as far as, like, not just having a protective dog, but a dog I can interact with and have fun with. A poodle I'll be locked in with a poodle, bro, because they smart. Love you, bro. Appreciate that, Marie. Who is Marie? What's up? Appreciate the support. Who is Marie? It says you're verified on here. So that means you make content. If you make content, if you support my content, then I'll support yours. That's what I do. If anybody hops in the chat that's verified, I usually try to support, because you only become verified if you're making content. Let's see. Because it's not often that I get another creator to come into the chat, so, or whatever you may do on YouTube. I don't know exactly. What do? You have 210,000 subscribers. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nice. Good stuff. Nice. Gaming content, informational stuff. They told us the system would fix itself. They were wrong. In today's video, we're pulling back the curtain of the deep-seated corruption within our government, from background deals in DC to the broken promises that leave everyday Americans behind. It is clear that the status quo is no longer sustainable. Nice. Okay, I see what you do. I see what kind of content you make. Nice. I do ghost hunting, travel gaming, music, pranks, etc. Okay, I didn't see that part. Hey, listen, man, I support you. You know what I'm saying? I see what you're doing out here. I love what you're doing. I don't hunt no ghosts though. If I ever get a dog again, it will be in Big Great Family Dogs, Protective Great Dog. Oh, I gotta look that up. I don't even know how to pronounce that shit. Listen, I'm glad y'all telling me. I love when y'all tell me things outside of my tax bracket, because now I can try to elevate my life. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I chose my boxer. Boxers are lovely too, and I'm not trying to, like, I would easily just go for a boxer out of the gate, but I'm trying to, like, experiment a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I grew up around pit bulls and boxers and German shepherds. That's what I grew up around: pit bulls, boxers, and German shepherds. I know those dogs through and through. Through and through. I know those 3 breeds of dogs through and through. But I'm a strong Democrat and support LGBT, different races, and I'm half black. Hey, nice. My son is black, but he has a little bit of white in him. Let's see. What's that dog called? Oh, there you go. Anatolian. That how you say it? Anatolian. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Damn, that's a big dog. God damn, that's a big dog. What the fuck? Yo, how y'all be finding these dogs? That's a big ass damn dog. Hold up. You might just change my mind. Shit, what? What? That's a big goddamn dog. Why that's a motherfucker? Bro, why that dog? That dog looked like one of them sheep dogs in 72 font. That's what this dog looked like. This dog looked like one of them sheep herding dogs, but just in 72 font. That's what it looked like. That's exactly what it looked like. Do you regret voting for Harris? I didn't vote for Harris. And I didn't vote for Trump either. You see what I'm saying? I didn't vote for anybody. I've never voted, actually. Just so you know what I'm saying? You can go look my voter registration up. I've never even registered to vote. You know why? Because I fight for veterans. And as long as veterans are still dealing with what they're dealing with, I ain't vote for no fucking body. Because ain't nobody ever changed the fucking problem that's going on with the goddamn community. You see what I'm talking about? Boom! I vote for vets. Now, if a veteran ran for president, you might get my vote. But until then, you know what I'm talking about? I might just have to get a bloodhound before it's all over with. You hear me? Listen, man, we should all just get dogs and then we all meet up together and our dogs play together. Like, we should all take a trip to like a big dog park or something like that. You know what? I should open up my own dog park for veterans. You know what I'm saying? Like a veteran dog park, bro. Like, not only does the dog park just have like where you can like play with the dog and stuff like that, but like I'm doing stand-up comedy. We got mental health shit. We got like counselors and therapists out. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit, like just like a little function. It's like you bring your dog and like, you know, it's like little activities and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like an annual veteran service dog event. You know what I'm saying? Once a year type shit. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe what you need, Sergeant, is a bloodhound. They be tracking. Hey, as long as we tracking, you hear me? Let me say, hey, hold on. Let me see, bloodhound. Oh, I might need me a bloodhound. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, yo, that way. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see. I might need to go get me a bloodhound. You know what I'm saying? I think my boy got a bloodhound. Yeah, he got a bloodhound. My boy do. He got a bloodhound, 100%. I might need to get me one of them too. I think I'm gonna get a bloodhound, cane corso, and one of those Anatolian dogs. I think that'd be it. Them 3 dogs right there? Bro, could you imagine? Them 3 damn dogs? Cane corso, Anatolian, and a bloodhound? Ain't nobody coming to my crib. Ain't nobody gonna wanna come to my crib. Nobody gonna wanna come visit me, bro. It's gonna be all FaceTime calls, bro. They gonna be like, dog, I wanna visit you, but them big ass dogs in your house. Like, those are all 3 big ass dogs. Those are all 3 big ass dogs. Nobody will be breaking into your house. Oh yeah, nah, hell nah. Nah. I don't even think I need a weapon at that point. I don't even need a weapon to protect my home at that point, cause like I would have my dogs trained, right, potty trained, so they'll be in the room with me. So it's like, yeah, and they're probably like, yeah. This man Leo came back hours later to say the same thing. That's all you need is the power to 3. You hear me? For real, bro. For real. Build my team of Avengers. And then I get the poodle for when I need to go out and look pretty. You know what I'm saying? When I need to go out and, you know what I'm saying, look classy and shit. You know, be walking out my little poodle, you know. Good day. Y'all know what I like doing? Or what I really want to do? I can't wait to get a dog so I can go to like hear me out. I want to go to where all the white people be, right? And just like, because y'all know there's certain white people today who still don't like black people, right? It is what it is, right? In the military, we all diverse. We get it. But the civilians, right? I like going to their dog. I want to go to their dog parks and just like be goofy as shit. Like not even do anything bad or be anything like just being funny, bro. Just like going up to them and like purposely making them talk to me and shit like that. Like just you know, cause it's like when I had first got a BMW, right? I used to go to a lot of high end places when I first got a BMW. Just because I had the car, right? And like the car made it seem like it was just kind of how it all went together, right? You got a sick charge. I'm gonna post it. A sick charge. I'm gonna post it. No, I don't. Is built in a old puppy. Yeah, I just want to go there and be goofy, bro, at the dog park. Like, it's hard to explain. Y'all would have to see me in action. Just how I would be at the dog park. Like they would remember me. Like you would not forget that you was at the dog park with me. You would not forget. Not forget. And for Buddy who says I have a sick charge, for anybody else who wants to troll about like charges and stuff like that, I have a clean record, brother. Clean, pristine. Cause y'all assume because I'm black that I have a criminal charge. No. Clean, pristine record. It was good seeing you. I didn't even realize it had been that long. Take care, man. You too, bro. Who is that? Leo the Lion? Oh my God, bro. It was a Leo. Why don't Leos like me? I'm not big into zodiac signs like that, but anybody who has the sign Leo, they never like me. Like, I have not met one Leo that is like very fond of me. Like, they always just like, they fuck with me, but they tolerate me. I'll say it like that. They tolerate me. Why is that? I'm a Leo. I think you're legit. Hell yeah. Until you meet me in person. I'm telling you, bro. Every Leo, look, man. Nah, I ain't gonna hold you though. Me and Leos do make good friends. We just don't make good. We just don't make good partners, right? Me and Leos don't make good dating partners, right? We make great friends, but dating partners, no, 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 no. When I date a Leo, it's like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's what it turns into, okay? Because you have two people, right? You know, like, let's not even talk zodiacs. Let's talk just regular human shit, right? I am very analytical, right? And most people I meet that have a lot of deep rooted shit going on, when I'm real good at pointing it out, right? And I don't do it maliciously. I'm the type of person that like to see growth, right, in people. And I always try to push people to their full potential. And sometimes that can come off as I think I'm better, or that I'm attacking you, or, you know. That's why I said good friends, right? I'm just talking shit. I'm just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? I know, bro. Leo, I fuck with you. I got you. I used to walk my wolves down the street without leashes, and white folks would be looking at me like, how does he do that? Hold up. Wolves? Wolves. You have wolves. We were talking about dogs. This brother said a wolf. Yeah. shit. I ain't even know motherfuckers was giving it up like that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. We gotta go in the kitchen. Y'all wanna go in the kitchen? I gotta make me some tea. So I'm gonna have to take y'all in the kitchen with me. Y'all gonna have to go in the kitchen with me. Y'all ready? Alright. Y'all gonna go in the kitchen with me now. I ain't gonna show y'all too much detail. Y'all thought y'all was about to see the whole crib, huh? Yeah, y'all thought. Kept y'all ass in the ceiling. Hold up. Oh shit. Oh, this ain't working. I just had this on here. There we go. Hell yeah. Yeah, we gotta make some hot tea, man. Let's see. Alright, let's pull y'all up. There we go. And what did God say? Let there be light. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go. Alright. I need heat up some water. Listen, I'm not doing the whole like boiling water on the stove. Anybody got time for that? Listen, go ahead and put this water in the microwave in the cup. You know what I'm talking about? For 1 minute. You hear me? What's the flavor? So we're gonna be using. I'll show you how we about to do this. I'm about to put y'all on game, bro. I'm about to put y'all on game with some good shit. Alright? I'm about to put y'all on some shit. So for the tea, hold up. I ain't done yet. Hold up. So we're gonna be using ground ginger, right? Honey, right? Some turmeric, cinnamon, and lime juice. Woo! Listen, yes sir. Nuclear tea, that's what's up. Hey, listen, they gonna hit. What up with you, dog? I like sleepy time tea. That stuff tucks me right in. I like tea that's for the immune system. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? So let's go ahead and put this concoction together. You know what I'm saying? Yes sir. Gotta get that ginger in there, boy. You know what I'm talking about? You get that cinnamon. Hold up, we got a turmeric in there. Ooh, yes sir. We got that going. 2 squirts of that lime juice. Then we're gonna take that honey. Yes, sir. Woo-hoo! Yes, sir. Go ahead and stir this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on, where's let me get a spoon. Oh yeah. So right here, right? Boom. Stir that up. Right? Stirring that up. You know what I'm talking about? Then, right? Always do the cinnamon last. You know what I'm saying? The cinnamon you don't mix in there, right? You take the cinnamon and you just sprinkle the cinnamon on top. You know what I'm talking about? Hold up, there we go. Yeah, sprinkle cinnamon on top. And there you go right there. You know what I'm saying? You sprinkle that cinnamon on top and let it just naturally fall down. So while you're drinking it, you're getting that hint of cinnamon right in the nose while you're drinking it. You know what I'm talking about? Fall with me. Listen, bro. Fire. That bit fire, bro. Look at it. Look at that bit. Ooh, look at that bit. Ooh, hold up. Let me see if I can show it to you. Ooh, y'all see that? You see that? Yeah, you see that? So right when you go to drink it, you take a sniff. Smell that sweet cinnamon. Show my work. Show my work. You want to see how much I put in here? Oh, you wanted me to show my work. Oh, okay. Next time. I got you next time. I don't measure it. There's no specific amount. My ancestors told me when to stop. So, it's a really quick tea to make. I'll show you next time. Next time I make some tea, I'll show you how I make it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen. This right here hit, bro. If you ever get sick, you get a cold, listen. This motherfucker right here get you right, boy. And it's good, too. Good. Heal, not kill the gut. Oh, yeah, nah, don't kill the gut. Heal the gut. You know what I'm talking about? Listen, man. You got to be very, very cautious of what you're putting in your body, man. I love tea when I'm not fly. What do you mean? What do you mean you love tea when you're not fly? I'm tracking, Brody. Feeling better. Oh, got you. Yo, this dude who keep talking about this whole like shit get wicked lyrics, bro. He been talking about this the whole live stream, bro. Yo, I got a question for y'all. Do y'all get eye floaters? Do anybody get eye floaters? It ain't. So, I'm new to the eye floater community, right? I'm new, right? It's taking a little bit getting used to. It's taking a little bit to get used to, you know? Having eye floaters. It's taking a little bit getting used to. They catch me off guard sometimes, you know? And I never heard nobody talk about eye floaters before. Yeah, I never heard nobody talk about eye floaters before. And then, like, one day I just woke up and, like, I thought something was, like, flying around me. I was like... Listen, bro. Listen. When I tell you I was tripping, bro. I'm telling you, bro, I was real life tripping, bro. Y'all gotta think, bro. Like, and I was by myself too, so I had no knowledge of eye floaters or anything. I didn't even know how to look this shit up. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was really tweaking. Like, I really thought something was wrong with me. Like, I was like, oh shit, I think this might be it. I was like, this might be it, bro. Then I thought it was connected to vaping, so I quit vaping, right? I quit vaping last year, and then it didn't go away. I was like, oh, it got to be something else. I need some blood work done. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, bro. I'm real shit, bro. When I first got eye photos, I was tweaking. I didn't know what it was. Like, I just thought something was flying in. Because I hate shit flying in my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, something flying in my face. I hate that shit. Like, I grew up in the country with gnats all the time. So, whenever I find something near my face, I instantly just, the fuck? You know, it's like a quick reaction. What the fuck? Like, What the fuck was that? Whole time it's in my eyes, you know. So I'm just swatting nothing. Like I just imagine if somebody was near me, they probably would have been like, "Are you straight?" And I was doing that inside of my crib. You know what I'm saying? So like, it ain't no gnats in the crib. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing that in the crib. Wickedness. Mm-hmm. Wickedness. I'm farsighted since birth. I've been having that. See, I'm nearsighted. Could never see out into the distance. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was hard for me to plan for the future. Oh, bro, you know what's crazy? I woke up one day and it finally hit me, right? I didn't realize this. Y'all might say I'm crazy, but I never realized this. The life that I've been grinding for and praying for my whole life, like since a kid of social media, I'm here now. I did not realize I had arrived. Real shit. Oh shit, I'm drooling like a damn dog. We talked about dogs earlier. Real shit. I thought I still had to keep grinding. I thought I still had a long ways to go before I could just like pull up to my social media platforms and just like, cause I've never truly really like rocked out with my audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have not really connected with y'all the way I should. Because like, I kind of just, I don't know. I wasn't doing it for any malicious purpose. Like it it wasn't about me anymore. It was more about helping other people by using my platform. And so I never truly really looked for the return. I was just more focused on the output. So I never enjoyed the fruits of my labor. I was always in labor. I was always grinding, you know? Which is a good thing because I feel like God did that on purpose. So that way I would stay humble and I would stay locked in. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been locked in. You know, I went through some shit, but we track it. Florida needs systemic retrofitting because of what they don't know. Hashtag Mesa. Systemic retrofitting. What is that again? Omega-3 in water increase will help fix eye floaters. Omega-3 in water. Bad. Say less. Say less. I might drink some water right now. Hey, yo, chat. Let me get a hydration check. Everybody, that means everybody, grab some water and go take a swallow, bit. Let's do a hydration check. Go grab some water and take a swallow, bit. All right? Hydration check. Oh, man. Quit touching my face, recruit. I'm weak. That screen will do it to you, do it to them eyes. Oh, probably from when I was gaming. I got them eye floaters from gaming, probably. I think that's what happened when I was playing Destiny. Mm-hmm. Hold up, what he say? Hello, my neighbor is... All right. Oh, hold up. Let me read that again. Hold up, because the last part... Hold up, let me read that again. Let me read that. Okay. I don't think that's real. I generally don't think that's real, brother. I really think he's trolling. Got a ass whooping with a metal clothes hanger. Oh. That was normal in my household. Sergeant, check that, change your lightning on that screen. Huh? Lightning on what screen? Lightning on what screen? What screen you talking about? Y'all can see me now. I was in the green light earlier. I think we had got some good clips from this live too. I think we got some really good clips. I'm gonna just lower your brightness on your screen when gaming. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I realized that, but I don't game anymore. I don't like. I tried to do gaming, but it wasn't really what my audience wanted. I really like, truthfully, like, my audience just wants me to like be funny, like at all times. You know, like not just be funny, but like they want me to shake Skittles and say as long as we tracking. Like if I'm not doing those things, they're like, oh, I don't want to see it. Like I don't care nothing about it. If it's not Skittles involved, you're not saying bullshit, or as long as we tracking. And I know those are the things that my whole brand was based off of. I get that. But that is such a small sample size to who I really am, you know? Good morning. Who is that? Oh, Shane, what's up? We got another Shane in the building. Oh, no, I don't think, no. I said Chanel. Okay. Nah, you ain't no Shane. You Chanel. Okay, good morning, Chanel. Bullshit, go, ho. Yeah, it's my hallmark, man. Like, you know? I get it, though, but, you know, I want to do something different, too. Like, I'm funny in other things, too. You know? Like, I get it, though. You know? I get it. You guys want to, you know, that's what you want to see. Right there. That's just bullshit. Hey, as long as we tracking. See what I'm saying? Like, that's it right there. This bullshit. That's it right there. We tracking. Let's see. Richard says, nah, that's Shane. As long as we tracking. Being a comedian is hard, bro. You know, I'm starting to realize that. I thought being a comedian would be easy because I was funny. But I didn't know, like, being funny was only half the battle. Like, that was just half the battle, you know? I always got my ass whoopings. She say, watch your mouth, Richard. I'm fucking weak. Yeah, nah. It's fun, though. It's just that whenever you live in a world where, what's up, bro? How you feeling? What's up, Cameron? I'm doing good, man. When you live in a world where people become so sensitive, it makes being a comedian very difficult. Because it becomes being a comedian was always dangerous. It just have gotten more dangerous as a job. And that's the one thing about a comedian that I didn't understand is like, being a comedian, being a great comedian, because there's a lot of comedians out there, but to be a great comedian, bro, you really have to test the boundaries. You really have to test the boundaries, bro. You have to. It's the only way, you know, and that's the only way. It's the only way. You got to test the boundaries, man. And that's on, like, you got to pick your poison, though. You know, you got to pick your poison that you're willing to die on that hill about. And me, mine is military humor. You know, and because my genre is military humor, and I'm such a truthful person when it comes to certain things, who wants to book that? You know what I'm saying? Like, like motherfuckers are like, no, we don't want you coming here doing that. No, you know. So, like, my audience wants to see it, but the establishments, they don't want it. They don't want that. Truth about life is comedy. 100%. And that's what I joke about. My true life experiences. Sergeant, every time you break the Skittles, you make me think of my little cousin, rest in peace. She didn't like the green and orange and would throw them out the sunroof of the car and scream, taste the rainbow. Yo, that's fucking fire. That's fucking fire. Especially when we was kids. Yes, I watched the Bad Friends. They talk about how it's years and years of not getting paid, and they're like 50 years old. Now, hear me out. I was blessed, right? I was blessed to build a platform before I started doing stand-up comedy, which made it totally different for me compared to other comedians, right? I wasn't tracking this. So I got booked for a show. This was in Miami. I was at the stand-up improv in Miami. And we was in the back room, right, before the show with me and a bunch of other comedians who were performing. And it was all love, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing bad. It's just, I was talking to them in a way where I was inspired by them and just, you know, like, I was looking at them like they've been doing stand-up comedy for years. They've experienced, they have stage presence, they have confidence, they know their material. This is my first big show. Mind you, before this show, I had only done a couple open mics before this. Like 4 open mics I think I had did at the time. Yeah, like 4 open mics, right? That was my only stand-up comedy experience. And I was doing the stand-up improv in Miami. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, I'm looking at these dudes like, yo, like, y'all got it figured out. At least, like, the things I don't understand. I don't know. This is new to me. You know, like, having a chauffeur pick me up from the airport and staying in a nice hotel just to come. And I had never been to Florida. This was my first time ever going to Florida. My first time ever going to Florida, I was booked for a show. It was pretty cool, right? So I'm excited. You know, I'm talking to all these guys in the back room like, man, like, you know, I want to be like y'all, you know? And then the room got, it's just like, it felt like the temperature dropped in the room, you know? And then one person was like, nah, Shane, like, we trying to get where you at. You already got the platform, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of like, I was kind of taken back because at the time I started thinking to myself like, do y'all think that I think I'm better than you? Or do you think that I'm in a better position than you? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you comparing me to you in your head? Like, this guy don't have no stand-up experience and he's already here when we've been doing this for X minus Z time. And I guess like people can see your trajectory and where you're going. It was just a very interesting experience, you know, to be around other comedians for the first time that were more experienced than me in stand-up. And just kind of have them, you know, and it was eye-opening, you know, for them to explain to me, like, and like I said, I took it many different ways. I also took it in another way where it was like, hey, recognize who you are, bro. You know, like, you don't need us. You already got your shit going, bro. Just keep doing you. You know what I'm saying? Because you could end up discounting your own greatness because you're steady. You thinking you're looking up to someone who's actually beneath you. That's what it is, right? It's just we're all in different stages of our lives and our careers. That's what it is. So it was interesting. It was an interesting experience. That's good, bro. That's good. Reality check. You, the next generation. Appreciate that, man. And I had to really just really sit back and process a lot in my head, you know? And when I got on stage, dude, I was so out of it, bruh. Like, I had so much going on in my personal life, bro, at the time. Man, dude. When I get on the stand-up stage, man, and really talk about my life experiences, man, and things that I've been through, man, yeah, yeah. There's certain things I gotta take care of first before I start talking about my personal life on stage, bro. Because, like, there's people, right, who don't want me to talk about the things that they know I want to talk about. So I actively fight against people trying to suppress my talent every day, you know? And it's been going on now for 3 years, right? Of me combating that fight. So when you don't see me do a lot of things, it's not because I don't want to do it or I don't have the opportunity to do it. There's just things, certain doors are just not open for me. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. I know a lot of opportunities I'm going to have to create for myself, and I'm well aware of that. And that's okay too. What's meant for me will happen. What's not meant for me won't ever happen. That's how God see it. So, that's crazy. Somebody literally, I did a stand-up comedy show with, just hit me just now. He just sent me a video and he sent me a message that says, "Remember to be you." Ooh, that's crazy. We talking about stand-up comedy. He just sent me that. I want to be watching my live right now, and he sent me that because of that, or that just God. I don't know, but yeah, I'm in my own lane when it comes to like social media, and I made sure that shit. Like when I tell you I've curated my content a certain way to make sure like I stand alone in my own lane. Like even though there's people recreating all of my content and redoing the shit I do, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all can see the content. Y'all be like, oh yeah, Shane used to do shit like that type shit. Have you showed them people your set? Maybe do a taping and a set down and watch it with them. If they laugh, you win. Yeah. It's just that I gotta get getting places to be able to do those things. You know, I got to get an opportunity to get on stage. And one of my biggest problems is not having security. I'm not gonna lie. There's people who have put me in a financial position that I'm not able to afford security right now, and they purposely did that so I won't go outside, if that makes sense. No, I'm not fucking Somalian. I'm black, okay? You need a movie set. I need a lot of shit. I should, listen, there should be a Call of Duty character of me. I should be in Major Payne 2, right? Stand-up comedy show, stand-up comedy tour, base to base, right? Could be doing a lot, man. Yeah, 100%. Security, yeah, 100%. Yeah. You definitely need security, bro. I thought I didn't need security until I had somebody follow me home before. Yeah. I had walked to the store one time when I was living in a certain area, and I had a dude literally follow me home. I had one time where I used to live in this apartment complex, in this 1-bedroom apartment, and then one day I was outside in my car about to get ready to leave to go to the store, and a dude pulled up beside me. Like, he just whipped in right beside me. He was like, "Hey, I know you." I was just like, like, bro, when I tell you, bro, listen, I thought it was over, bro. When that truck whipped in beside me, it was tinted too. And that window drops so fast. I ain't never seen a window go down that fast, boy. Usually you have time to react when the window about to go down, but that window dropped. It was like the window ain't had no, it was like he pressed a button, that bitch just said, pop, that bitch just dropped. I was like, oh, like when I tell you, like, I was just like, you know that song, In the Arms of an Angel? That's what started playing in my head, bro. I was just like, damn, this is it. This is this is it. This is it, bro. God damn. This what they got me? Fuck. I was like, shit, I ain't even had the mansion yet. I was in a 1-bedroom apartment. I was like, fuck, man. I was like, man, they gonna fuck around and find out I was in a 1-bedroom. That's gonna take over the whole story. They were like, fuck, he being dead. He had a 1-bedroom apartment. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I was thinking about it. My security on my hip. Let me tell you something, brother. As a, yeah. I hear you. I hear you. You see what I'm saying? But see, just because you're a gun owner, and just because you're very crafty with that, you know, there's other people who are just as good and just as crafty and have it on them. You know what I'm saying? And when my attention at an event is to be the entertainment act, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah. Yeah. It's not about being on stage type shit, right? Not that type of shit, right? It's about leaving and pulling up to venues and stuff. It's where it gets wicked. It gets wicked, bro. I'm telling you, it's get wicked. I can't tell you how many people I've randomly met in the store. Like, I had this one dude, he was like, yo, can I get a picture? And I was like, just personally, bro, like, I honestly, I don't feel like taking a picture. I don't want. He was like, well, how else is people supposed to know you're in the store? I was like, see, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to pull up and make a scene and want people to run around me and take pictures and chase me through the store. No. Like, I need groceries. And the chicken is cheaper at this store. And also I came to get some salmon. And some golden and red potatoes, brother. That's it. I didn't come here for a guest appearance. This was not a booking. You know what I'm saying? This is not a booking. You know what I'm saying? I just want some groceries. If they was on the same fan timing that comes with the territory, bro. Yeah, nah. Well, see, I know it comes with the territory, but some let me tell you something. Some shit get dangerous, bro. Some people get overly infatuated with you, bro. Like, overly infatuated with you, where they start building like this parasocial relationship with you, and like they feel entitled to you. You know, like it gets creepy. I'm hungry, not pictures. Bullshit. We tracking. We in this bit. I'm weak. I'm staying positive, staying focused. Love, blessings, peace, and prosperity to all families. 100%. 100%. I had made some codfish. Let me tell you, I forgot cod had bone in it, bro. I already ate it all, but I was so mad when I figured out that shit had bone in it, bro. I forgot. And that just reminded me, I need to put some salmon out to thaw. I'm gonna cook some salmon. Some salmon with some red and gold potatoes type shit. I'm gonna do salmon with some gold and red potatoes. Chop them up type joint. And do some broccoli and cauliflower, you know what I'm saying? Some salmon, broccoli, cauliflower, red and gold potatoes type shit. Just put some of this, put some salmon out the thaw, bitch. Put some salmon out the thaw, bitch. Yes, sir. Let me see, how many pieces of salmon we gonna do today? 1, 2, 3. Cooked some salmon today. Am I what? No. No. I'm just very handsome. That's all. You know, I'm the fact that like I've looked the same since I've been younger, and women women tell me how attractive I am, right? And I've looked the same since a kid. But back when I was in school, motherfuckers was shitting on me. So I've been cute this whole time. Y'all just was hating. That shit fucked up, man. That shit fucked up. Boy, why my fridge sound like that? Boy, that be about to blow up. What the fuck? Hey man, main turn up, Marlon Wayne style. You say main turn up, Marlon Wayne style. What do you mean Marlon Wayne style? What do you mean? What the hell did you talk about, man? Talking about turn up on some Marlon Wayne. What you talking about? We talking about turn up. And another thing too, sometimes I don't really know, because it's hard. It's hard, bro. Let me tell you something. It's hard being a comedian. It's hard for me being a comedian, right? Because telling the truth is a problem. I don't know why. I don't know. When I was a kid, I was told lying was bad, and then when I grew up as an adult, I was told I was too truthful. What the fuck is going on? That way he does his style of comedy, I guess. We proud of you, man. We tracking. I got Joan every day in school. You got it. Don't get distracted. Oh yeah, 100%. Let me tell you something. Bro, you know one time, I literally thought about, like, when I was in elementary school, right? I got jumped in elementary school. At school, bro. Real shit. Like, it was an orchestrated attack. Listen, there was this girl in my grade. She was the prettiest girl in the class, right? And everybody liked her, obviously, right? Man, I was playing basketball in the gym. It was in like fourth grade, I think. We was playing basketball in the gym, and turns out I was really good, right? So she was feeling that. So she fucked around and told people that she liked me. Every dude in my grade, bro. Check it out. We at recess. I come walking out the double doors. I'm ready to go outside and play, right? Because I ended up coming to recess late. I was doing some other shit. I come running outside. I'm ready to play. I'm running, right? And then somebody come and smack me in the back of my head. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? So I look, and it's a dude in my grade. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So I start chasing him, right? Like, bro, I'm gonna beat you, like running him down, right? Bro, I got clotheslined. In the middle of chasing this dude, someone clotheslined the fuck out of me. When I hit the ground, it was nothing but hands and feet being put on me. When I tell you, I didn't even know how many people was whooping my ass. I didn't even know, I couldn't even see the faces. All I saw was the bottom of the different design shoes. One person had on K-Swiss, another person had on Reeboks, another person had Timberlands on, one person had Sperry's. We had a gay dude in our class, right? Even he jumped in. Even the gay dude jumped in to help whoop my ass. Then I finally get a glimpse of like light, right, while I'm on the ground. the feet kicking and punching stops, right? It ceases, right? So I'm like, damn, I got a second to breathe. I can get the fuck up, right? At this point, I'm just trying to get the fuck out of here, right? Because I'm like, bro, I don't know what the fuck going on. As soon as I looked up, bro, and I went to get off that ground, I saw one of my classmates, bro, like literally jump over somebody's head. Like, I'm talking about this dude is mid-air. Like, he jumps over a person. Like, whoever was standing, like, in the, like, you know, it's like a circle of people. He jumped over somebody. And I saw him in the air over my body as he came down in a split on my neck with jeans on. I don't know why jeans matter in this story, but he had jeans on. And he did a split on my neck. You know, that's how serial killers is created. You know that, right? Like, people always be trying to figure out how serial killers are created, but we don't never look at the backstory to see, like, because I'm not saying that I want to harm anybody. That's not what I'm saying. Or that I did want to harm anybody. What I am saying is I can see how serial killers are made. You know? I can see. I literally can see how they are made. You know what I'm saying? And they never apologize for that shit either. Mind you, I was a kid. No, y'all can laugh this entire time. This whole story was meant to be funny. It's funny now because I made it. You see what I'm saying? I made it in life. Had I not made it in life, we'd had a motherfucking problem. We'd had a motherfucking problem. Yeah, he did a split. Listen, bro, buddy did a split on my neck, bro. And that ain't even no pause. It's not a no homo. Yes, he did a split on my neck. Literally. That's Memphis, Tennessee, man. Now, I was in South Carolina. They brought the Foot Locker to you. Listen, bro. Listen. The way I got set up, that shit was so organized, bro. Like, mind you, you'd have thought I was the most toughest dude in my class. The way they orchestrated that hit. And mind you, that psychologically messed me up for years, bro. Like that did something to me that I truly never recovered from, bro. Like, as a kid, getting jumped at school. Like, and mind you, like, at my elementary school, jumping people wasn't a thing. You see what I'm saying? That's why it was so crazy. Because in my elementary school, people weren't jumping. They were fighting, but nobody was jumping nobody. To have gotten jumped, and by every single male, when I say every single male, it was every single male. Because when we went, because like the teachers came and broke it up, and we went to the principal office. Every single male in my class was standing outside the principal's office when I came out there. I was like, God damn! All y'all whoop my ass? What do you say fuck me for? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, what do you say fuck me for? Hey, listen. I made it. So, that's all that matters. That shit was crazy. Listen, man. Bet not snitch. And I didn't have to snitch. The teacher saw everything. You see what I'm saying? Like, there was nothing to snitch about. Like, the teacher saw, and that was the part that made me mad. The teacher was like, she saw everything. And I was like, hold up. You saw everything. At what point did you see it? Because could you have intervened? You know what I'm saying? Could you have intervened? Because you were just watching me get my ass whooped that whole time. Because you recounted the whole thing down to the split. I know they was whooping my ass way before that split. So you mean to tell me I could have avoided that split had you intervened early? Dirty motherfuckers, boy. Dirty motherfuckers, man. Some dirty motherfuckers, man. But let me tell you, bro, I survived. And that's all that matters. And I made it, you know? It's just stories like that that just I think back to sometime. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker really lined me up over a female, bruh. That I wasn't even dating. I never even got in a relationship with her. When I tell you they made sure of it, bro. Like, I felt like Julius Caesar, bruh. Real shit. I felt like Julius Caesar, bruh. The way them boys lined me up, bruh, I was like, when I grew up a little bit more and I read about the story of Julius Caesar, boy, that shit hit so different. Mind you, we was in high school reading the story of Julius Caesar in the classroom, bro. I'm just looking around the classroom like, do you remember how it all began? Made me tough? Yeah, it did. It did. There's other ways I could have became tough other than getting jumped. But hey, they say if you survive it, it makes one hell of a story. So I love you guys. Like I said, I'm gonna get up out of here. We had enough talks this morning. We've been live for, what is it, 2 hours and actually 3 hours. Are we live for 3 hours? Yeah, 3 hours. 3 hours? Maybe. I don't know. But love you guys, man. Make sure you guys tune in. I'm trying to get some clips out of this, but you know the vibe.